Information provided by the speakers and presenters on the Anti-Hero broadcast platform is for general informational and entertainment purposes only. Information does not represent the broadcast network and all entities involved. All information is provided in good faith. However, we make no representation or warranty of any kind, express or implied, regarding the accuracy, adequacy, validity, reliability, availability, or completeness of this information. Hurt feelings is not defamation.
JV team for life.
Good morning. It is Monday, April 13th, 2026. The Anti-Hero broadcast is the news entertainment broadcast for veterans, first responders, and all blue-collar Americans. This show is, of course, brought to you by GhostBed. Go to ghostbed.com/anti-hero. Save 10% on their already ridiculously low prices, pillowcases, mattress toppers, cooling patented technology sheets, and their award-winning mattresses. In-house customer service, 60,000 plus 5-star rating and reviews, and of course free shipping on those huge mattresses. So if you got to replace anything in the bedroom, go to ghostbed.com/anti-hero. It'll save you 10% and it'll tell them that we sent you. And of course, Elevated Sounds. Go to elevatedsounds.com. Use promo code ANTIHERO15. Save 15% on your suppressor. Exercise your Second Amendment rights. They got everything from 22s to 50 cals. It's not a hard process. Jim will walk you through it. Go to elevatedsounds.com and use promo code ANTIHERO15. Save 15% on your suppressor.
And our newest OG sponsor that's up in their sponsorship because you guys have done so good, trycrave.com. Go to trycrave.com, use code ANTIHERO15 for 15% off. Why do we need creatine? 30% more lean muscle, 30% more strength. We all need it. It's easy to take while you're on the run. Multiple flavors. Creatine is something your body makes naturally in your brain. You get energy, makes you smarter. I've been taking it. And if you don't like the flavors or you don't feel a difference, Crave will refund you your full money back because they stand by their product because it really has creatine in it. So go to trycrave.com. Use code ANTIHERO15 for 15% off.
And our Patreon, of course, go see our Patreon. That's a good time, man.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime you got 5 minutes, you go in those chats. It's a wild time. They got characters made. I saw the newest one was Officer Tyler Dilks.
Is there? He's in there?
Yeah, and also
there's a sheriff in there too.
There's a sheriff in there now.
With the actual picture. I feel like I'm being watched.
So these guys are it's all about fun, man. But yeah, Patreon's where we post. I haven't done one in probably a week, but I'm gonna get back into it.
A couple times.
I gotta post the rants and stuff. But to get to know us, really, and the easiest thing is to get a hold of us. We get messages on Facebook, X, TikTok, Instagram, and we still check them, but sometimes things fall through the cracks. But Patreon's obviously the one that we check the most. So if you got to get a hold of us, or you want to collab with us, or you want to jump on the show, Keto 50 I see you, and then we still got to get you scheduled, brother. But yeah, go to Patreon, man. That's where it's all at. That's where the fun happens. So
yeah, the OG Council.
Yeah.
It's a wild. John Tavius is in there. It's
hey, we got a big fan. John Tavius reached out to me actually. He's a huge supporter. He sent me some stuff I want to show you later with Nick.
Right.
But we got the only real reflection I know of is, we broke down a couple police. One was a body cam, the other one was a cell phone footage, and we talked about it in the same week where we're breaking down use of force and policy and all this stuff, and we broke down one a while back of a woman being punched in the face by, was it a Texas cop?
El Paso
Texas.
Police Department.
So we were pretty hard. Mike was pretty hard on him. I was all about it, man. Distractionary blows. Here we go. Best-selling shirt on the website. But I was open. I was listening, and it's one of those things. Would you do it? Probably not. But I was like, but she was actively resisting. We were talking about her being mentally disabled. We were talking about all this stuff. But at the end of the day, my argument was she was resisting, and Mike was pretty harsh on this cop and said, we didn't say anything about being fired or anything, but at least some retraining. Mike doesn't think that it looked good, and Sheriff Mike Dilks over here is all of a sudden worried about perception and optics. But here's the video of this cop doing what he did, and we broke this down. But then here's the side by side of the sheriff, the chief, maybe El Paso chief,
police department.
Hold on 1 second. There we go.
Acted within the law and policy of the El Paso Police Department. That's what I expect my officers to do. The investigation was done by Internal Affairs. Use of force discipline review board was conducted yesterday, made up of 6 civilians from the public and 6 members of the El Paso Police Department, and they found the actions of the officers in policy.
What are you doing?
So that video was shared, and that chief said not only was an internal affairs investigation conducted, but there was also a 6 civilian panel use of force review board that said this officer was within the law and within policy. Now, that being said, I did bring up the fact that Mike was pretty hard on this guy. But when we talk about the baseball bat shooting, which was, in my eyes, my opinion, a little bit more divided than this video. I think everybody could look at the woman getting punched in the face and be like, yeah, I probably wouldn't do that, but I don't care because she was a fucking menace. And it was only a punch. Now, I am acknowledging the fact that this debate I'm bringing up, we are talking about a man losing his life and a woman getting punched in the face. Those are 2 totally separate things. But the premise of your video, Mike, that you made that was clipped so well by our social media person. You said that cops eat their own, so I just want to watch this part.
Becoming CNN, dude. Cops are seeing 15-second video clips or little fucking clips, and they're just murdering their coworkers, which is exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah. I'm guilty of it.
Dead.
I mean, you see me there. I'm holding myself accountable, but
yeah. So I'm ready. I'm great. I'm glad you brought this all up.
Okay,
because I got something to spin off into the bat one as well. So those 2 officers, they were Hispanic. Could you tell?
They all looked Hispanic.
Yeah, and the girl was white.
Yeah.
Okay. The demographics of El Paso, Texas. Any guesses?
I'm probably pretty much primarily Hispanic.
81% Hispanic.
So it's racist.
I'm not saying it's racist, but you can see we're a panel. What do we have in this country? Division, right? And we have people coming across the border and all that stuff. But I'll take accountability. I still watch that video. There's a lot different. It's a lot different than the bat. Obviously, the bat, we saw 15 seconds. There's an available 8 minutes before that. There's some video. That incident there, though, is pretty specific to that incident. She's obviously resisting. I don't say it's not within the policy. I don't say it's not within. Sometimes it's absolutely reasonable to punch people. Violence is fine in law enforcement. I look at it more like, do you think it was necessary? And do you think it helped or needed to be done? And if you watch that back 1,000 times, he has control of her left arm, complete control of her left arm, pinned behind her back with the handcuff on. She asks for his badge number. He punches her immediately after and then loses all control. Loses all control. You can watch
my
it.
Badge number. Bitch, you want my other one?
You can watch it over and over and over again, and you will see that it causes him to lose control that he had gained by being on top. Is it within policy? I'm sure they're allowed to punch people. Could it be deemed necessary? Sure. I'm not going to die on the hill on that one. But that one to me is, I mean, I believe the demographics of a board plays into that. If that is a 6-person Hispanic board, you can't tell me that's not jaded in any way. And I'm not saying that's the only reason, but.
Wow, you are a politician already, bringing race into it.
Hey, man, 81% Hispanic. I did this reason. I'm ready, man. I'm ready at all time for any argument. But I would put everybody in that position. Yeah. Can you punch her? Absolutely. Do you think that dude watches that video back and goes, fucking A, man, punch that bitch right in the fucking mouth? I don't know. Maybe he does. Maybe all those people do. And I'm not saying, like you said,
all those people.
I didn't call for him to be fired. I didn't call for him to. I just said I don't believe it was necessary. And if you watch what you're doing is trying to get them in custody.
So you don't think that the leadership in the individual department, whether how big it be, the head honcho, the chief or sheriff, you don't believe that person clearing it and announcing it's cleared, whatever functions he used, an internal investigations team and a civilian review board, just if the sheriff or the chief clears it and says we're good, you don't necessarily believe that.
I believe it, but if that guy was late every day and had 3 previous write-ups, if he's Tyler Hoover, do you think he's getting cleared? You can't take the human factor out of, just like the baseball, the strike zone, the electric strike zone. Now there's mistakes. You see how many mistakes these professionals make. You can't take the human factor out of this equation. So who is the cop? How well is he liked within the agency? Is he somebody's son, daughter? And I'm not saying he is, but that same incident, if that chief came out and we flipped the script right now and I had it for you, dude's fired. I'm like, look how bad. What are you gonna say? You're like, yeah, I guess see where I guess, I guess. And I can eat crow whenever I want. I mean, I love it. Bring it. But I don't look at the baseball bat one was 8 minutes, and then we watched 15 seconds. The rest of that context is important. In this case, you can see she's resisting. I agree. I can see she's resisting arrest. She's not cooperating. But to punch somebody's skull against the ground when the goal is to gain compliance. And there's video that just got released.
Somebody's skull against the ground, delivering a distraction.
Yeah.
It's all the same.
Hey, I'm cool with it. But just be able to be like, yeah, I'm the dude that punched the chick in the fucking face all over Instagram. Like, I couldn't get her in custody.
I wonder if he's proud of it.
I couldn't get her in custody. So with a partner. So I wouldn't want to die on that hill. Like, I took a guy to the ground and never threw a strike, punch, or anything, and got demoted for the arrest. So I know which way these things can go if you're not well liked. So I'm gonna say,
all right, let's play. Can we do a scenario?
Oh, sure.
All right. All right. I'm a captain. You're a chief or a sheriff.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's Monday morning. It's 11:13 a.m. You just got done golfing. You're coming in for an hour of work today, and I go, hey, sheriff. I was like, man, something happened last night. Yeah, I need you to see it. It doesn't look good. The optics don't look good. I play you the video. I was like, hey, I'm not internal affairs, but based off what I saw, it is within policy and he didn't break the law, but it looks fucking awful. What are you doing as a leader?
If you present it to me like that, unless it's absolutely egregious to the point that I would be willing to lose my job and lose my world over it, I would look at it and go, I fucking hate it. But if everybody else feels that way and they see it that way and it's not like he killed her and like strangled, I'd be like, okay, if that's you have to trust your command staff. You have to so I would trust that if you're my captain, you're Tyler. I ride or die with you. I know you're not going to do me wrong. You're not doing it because it's a friend of a friend. You're not doing it because, hey, I know this guy and I know his wife. We went to dinner last
SWAT
week.
Trials together. Yeah.
I would look at you and go, I would also say your name, you're putting your name on this. And if you said, yep, I'm okay, I sign off on it. It's good to go. And I would get on TV and say exactly that. Hey, man, it was within policy. It was reviewed by our agency and XYZ. That's the type of leader you should be. I should trust you that if you bring it to me in that manner. Now, it has to go both ways, though. If you bring it to me and go, hey, sheriff, this is fucking terrible. This is the worst thing I've ever seen. And I watch it and go, man, it sucks. It's pretty bad. But, man, terrible. Like, worst thing you ever saw? Are you sure you don't have it out for this guy?
Yeah, this guy fucking fucked me over 9 years ago.
I'd be like, hey, man. Then I would do it the other way. And I'd be like, hey, man, we can't judge it based on that you don't like him. Let's look at it. And that's where that conversation then goes. That's a good conversation to hand it to an independent board and go, here you go. Because here's where it can go. Greg Tony fired Krikovich and he put Greg Lacera on admin leave. Greg Tony, Broward County. That was a viral video of him pepper spraying a young gentleman and taking him to the ground. It went viral. It was a complete chaos.
Was it a future astronaut?
Yes.
Okay.
Krikovich got fired, and Greg Lacera got put on desk duty for 3 years. The incident went to the all civilian review board of Broward County Sheriff's Office, and all of them found the force justified. 3 years they sat, one fired, one on desk duty. I got rehired, got all his back pay, everything was fine, and Lacera got all his stuff back. So it can go just that way.
Yeah.
If you're that powerful and you don't have anybody to answer to, like Greg Tony, you can go, yep, good. Board, no good. 2 white guys, I don't like them. You guys are fucking fired, and you guys are on desk duty, and you can go ahead. You know what, Tyler, go ahead. Spend all that money on your attorney. You might get your job back, but you're not going to get 3 years back when I sit on your ass at home and I move on without you. And you come back and I go, yeah, okay, you got your money back. I'm going to
fire you the first chance.
We got a hostile. Oh, the next time you're on video like that, I'm going to be like, hey, you're fucking out of here. So in my opinion, I have to trust you as my captain enough to present that to me. And unless I see something so bad that I go, man, I think you're wrong on this one. You know what? Let's just send it to the board. Whatever the board decides, you and I handshake, we'll agree that we'll go with what the board says.
Okay.
So that's how I would handle that.
Do you agree with leaders going in front of? I've never seen this before, and I don't understand why, but maybe there's a political reason, like a legitimate, like if you're a sheriff or a chief, you probably have someone trying to help you with the politics of it.
Mm-hmm.
And a sheriff or a chief going up there and going, listen, personally, I don't like this. I train. I don't like this. However, I stand behind my deputy because he didn't do anything wrong.
Yes, I'm okay with that.
You're okay with saying both?
Yes. Black female, white male cop. Same fucking call. Same video.
Oh yeah.
Same video.
Miami.
Same video. Like, what are you gonna say? Like, is he gonna get old white chief is gonna go? So I can't help but be cynical because I understand how this shit works as well. That's an easy one to wash. 2 Hispanic cops resisting white. Is it the best? No. Do I think they should be fired? No. I would pull him in as the chief. I would pull him and be like, hey man,
The officers,
Sorry.
I would pull him in and be like, that's where like the my exception. What I felt should have happened to me was they pull me in and go, hey, we're going in a different direction. We have an election in 2 years. Like, let's not make the resisting arrest cases anymore. Let's be a little more liberal with those and not drag people to jail like we used to in the mid 2000s. I'd be like, okay, yes, sir. Will never happen again. I didn't get that opportunity. So
Yeah.
before we go to the guest, though, I want to play it back on you.
Oh, okay.
I got something to play
like
back on
this.
you. And you, I know where you stand on this, but I'm gonna play. So when we go to the back call, same, everything's the same.
Okay.
If it was a sword or like some type of edge weapon, machete, do you think does it change much?
I'm gonna have to go back to my mindset a week ago, to be fair, to be impartial to this. So I at the time, without really looking into this, yes, it did change it.
Okay.
For some reason, a bladed, an edged weapon, to me, was like different. But then you look at everything. I mean, shit, go watch The Walking Dead. Look what one swing of a baseball bat.
Yeah,
can do.
so that's what I'm getting at. So by nature,
But actually, it could probably harm you worse.
that's what I'm saying. I told when me and G Money got into it, I said, if we go into a room together and there's a knife and a bat, like a 6-inch, 10-inch knife and a bat, and they give me first choice on weapon, I'm taking the bat.
Yeah.
I'm taking the bat all day. I've reach. I hit you in your arm. You're gonna get the pass. I get you in the shoulder. You try to stab me and I hit your hand. You're done. Can you throw an edge weapon? Yeah. Unless you're fucking,
But that's not.
unless you're some anim
Yeah.
fucking,
Have you ever tried
Kill
throwing
Bill?
a knife?
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Knife,
Yeah,
even
yeah.
knife throwing.
even the
takes, like,
axe.
years.
People go throw the axe and
Yeah.
they can't get it to stick in the wood. And so once you, and what happens when you throw it? It's no longer with you.
Yeah.
So you get one shot and you better hope it like goes through my heart, goes through my eyeball. So you would agree that by nature as cops, we're more inclined to go into edge weapon. We can do much more faster. I look at it like an edge weapon or a bat is very similar with the distance. Okay. Everybody said tase, tase, tase. Okay. Either one. Let's say tase. So I'm going to play you a video,
Do you have anything against trying to tase?
No. but there was no tasers at the scene
Yeah.
until the sergeant got there.
And that's a lot. There's
And
a lot of blame to go around
And
for
he
this.
witnessed all that stuff ahead of time. And I still stand by it. He heard it. He knew it had happened. He runs up as guys are retreating from the bat, took action. I'm good with it. Now I'm going to show you. This is in France. This is very similar situation. This is an edged knife or weapon, a sword. And watch what happens.
Il a un sable, frérot.
Guy under the overhang on the floor.
There's a gun?
I'll tell you.
Wesh. Wesh.
The third application of the taser worked, and the sword, and he's under control. 3 officers stabbed, injured, sliced with a sword based on 2 failed taser deployments. I'll play it again.
They don't have guns.
Il a un sable, frérot.
They were in France. I don't know if they have them. They didn't choose to use them. Yes. Here is your taser. Let's go. He's backing up. Let's go back.
An aluminum bat, you could do that with too. I bet you a sword is heavier than a fucking aluminum bat.
So what is the suspect doing? Backing himself into a corner, and he's taking a defensive stance, very similar to the other guy. He's not advancing. As soon as the taser goes off, watch what he does. He's walking away. Now he's fucking agitated. Yeah. Now he's fucking slicing his dice.
Wesh.
And after trying to touch these 2 cards,
Wesh.
the third taser application allows him, and they still go rear naked choke. Kick the sword away.
Oh, I thought he kicked me in the nuts.
Kick the sword away. So my point to this is,
Would you not beat the shit out of that dude?
that's France.
Yeah.
So my point to this is walking away. He's leaving. You can see his feet turn as if he's going to leave. The taser goes off. It catches him partially, maybe, pisses him off. He advances with it, and he swings. What is the difference if he's swinging a bat right there or a fucking blade? It's obviously you didn't see the officer's fucking arm fly off like in the movies. Like he probably caught it across the back, probably got cut. Three cops were injured before they got him in custody. What is the difference? And this is where de-escalation doesn't have to happen, and taser doesn't have to happen. They should have smoked that dude. You were walking down the street with a fucking sword, no different than a bat, in my opinion. If I get hit in the head with a bat, I probably, if it's a dull sword or it catches me wrong, I'm probably better off with the fucking sword hitting me and let a bat flush across the fucking skull. So my point is, what is the difference? And there is your taser application, and there's your 2 failed deployments.
I think that's a good infomercial for getting rid of accident, period.
And there's another video that just came out where a girl is trying to drive stump somebody with a taser 10 that doesn't even do that. There's another one. Like, there's so many. But so I'm not saying that you shouldn't try the taser first if you're comfortable, but there is a situation where multiple cops, dude walking away, edge weapon, same size as a bat, same distance parameters, everything's pretty similar. He's walking away, taser agitates him, he attacks, he gets 3 swings off, injures 3 cops. They finally get a 3rd deployment of the taser that works. If you have 1 taser, Big Sarge tries to tase him, hypothetically doesn't work. He charges with the bat, semicircle. You're going to shoot him. He's moving. Your cops are around. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Not much different.
What do you think about this? Let's get ahead of this. One more scenario before we bring on John. Edged weapon, throws it at you, misses.
You're done. Can't do anything.
Well, can you shoot him?
No.
What if he's running at you to possibly get that edged weapon again? He showed a propensity to try to kill you.
I'm good with it. I mean, I joke. I know I get a lot of hell. I am a proponent of violence. I have to be very careful. You know, you ever decide to do anything different than podcasting, you have to be very neutral, right? But so I present a lot of things. I talk about Copville being just that, entertainment. Here I try to be a little more serious. You could argue that's not out of the question. It's not out of the question. He throws it at you, you miss, and what if he's running by you and he's going, the knife's over there and he's coming kind of at you?
That happened in Orange County.
I think you can. Absolutely.
I think that guy dropped the knife and he went to go run and grab it, or a gun or something. It fell on the ground and they were tussling, and then the guy broke free and went running at the weapon, and the deputy just
the key to this is, because I got an argument with some people and meme pages and people in my DMs when I posted the second video from the other angle where you see the 2 cops run, is there are a group of cops in Jersey that, because of that ICAT, that is mandatory de-escalation, which is the biggest crock of shit next to 30 by 30. You don't have to de-escalate. That is not mandatory. It is an option. If I look and go, hey, he's 60 yards across the field, I think I got him. I think I can get. No, sir, you're gonna get shot. Please drop, please, all that stuff. And he gets closer. There's a point where you go, hey man, I'm not gonna wait till he gets over here. De-escalation is an option. You don't de-escalate on every call, and you don't have to go through the old school. Well, level 1 is presence. Well, I'm here. Level 2 is I told him. Level 3 is let me get the baton out. Level 4 is I tried that. I tried the taser. Oh, he's pointing
a gun on a beanbag.
Oh, he's pointing the gun. Yeah, I gotta wait for SWAT next. I gotta wait. No, you go, hey man, drop the bat. No. You already showed you have an ability to threaten my officers. I'm done. And it's no different. That could have happened. I'm not saying that would have happened.
And what we also need to make sure, we always forget about the boiling water story. You need to make sure you have a right to be there. And I say rights because everywhere you can dig down in probable cause or reasonable suspicion or they're detained, whatever it is, your situation that you're in right now currently that Mike was just talking about, you got to make sure you were rightfully in. So if you harass a mentally ill person in their own home.
One more video that's going pretty, before he comes on, one more that's going pretty wild.
Yeah, we have John Macari, former NYPD and host of the Finest Unfiltered podcast, is going to help us break down this Sgt Erik Duran story, his sentencing, which is the most asinine thing I think probably to ever happen in cop work to this day. But I think Mike's got a video.
Is he if he's ready, we can watch it after. I was just Jacksonville dropped one
again.
No, there was an old video, but I can get it. Hold on, I can get off my story real quick. and then we'll go to him because he's not going to cry like Nick.
Yeah, Nick will cry.
Yeah.
I've been here for 5 minutes.
I have so many videos that I post, if you could believe
Somebody,
it.
I think somebody changed their name in YouTube to MDRN Samurai. Don't dump my Axon stock.
Dude, I made this whole video. Hold on. I know where it's at.
Okay. We're all waiting.
It's all right. It's our show. As a guy that sat next to me one time said, this is my show. All right.
Lewis is like, we'll just find it tomorrow.
Yeah, I got it. This is my meme version, so it's gonna be it'll be a little more comical, but we're almost there. Don't forget to check out what's his name? Louis the Cuber on YouTube.
I want to level up.
Mike needs to level up, right, Louis? He's failing to get these videos through.
Super chat. Liz, what's up? Because it's Monday, $5. She paid for my coffee. Thank you, Liz.
Thank you so much, Liz. I don't like coffee.
You don't like anything.
I do like coffee. I'm just saying I don't get offered coffee.
Oh.
Just kidding.
We'll
All right.
split this one.
All right, good. All right, let me remove something. Remove this one. And then add video. Here we go. Add video. We're almost there. Oh, all
You
right.
think having Lewis do this would actually have been faster than you?
No, because I had to get the video. All right, this is Jacksonville shooting. Guy with a knife jumps out and runs, and I slow it down for you so it's meme worthy. But I want you to hear the loudest noise in the room.
Okay.
Put your hands down. Put your hands out. Put your hands.
Here I come. Oh, here I come. Oh.
Click. No bullet between. I added the music. One more time for those at home.
Get your,
Pursuit.
put your
I already
hands
stabbed
down.
somebody.
Put your hands out.
Other than the hokey pokey, but
Here I come. Oh, here I come. Oh.
click. Oh shit. So, Jacksonville Sheriff's Office kills the most, I believe, the most people. They killed 6 already this year. So they do a critical incident debrief of every shooting and release it in full detail. I am told unofficially, allegedly, not only was the gun empty, there was no round chambered. When they pulled the ammo to do the crime scene and dumped their mags, she had non-issued ammunition, like her own bought ammunition in the gun. Female sergeant.
I mean, we're just glazing over the fact that she just took off running.
Well, the guy had a knife.
Well, there was other officers there. Did she go, hey, guys, run with me? Or
if you
these
want,
guys
and
gonna-
that's why I don't have all of it. I like 15 seconds CNN
Yeah,
clips,
that's
but
fine.
it's all there. But he actually, I don't have the full video. He actually, thank God, has the wherewithal. Not only does she run, but when you run, you're taught to run this way so you can still. She runs this way and is shooting over her shoulder.
She's shooting behind her
She
while
shoots
she
a couple,
runs?
and then her partner, as she turns this way to run, he is right there getting out of the car next to her.
Yeah, I know.
And he follows her tracks and he shoots the guy as well. And then
Did she
says he-
shoot?
yeah, she's shooting after she reloads the gun because it's
But
empty.
she hit him.
Somebody hit him. They killed him. I don't know who. Maybe her ball rounds that she forgot to put hollow points in. But we have a super chat up there, Lewis.
Oh, man. I'm brand new to the pod. Oh, this is MDRN Samurai. I'm brand new to the pod channel. Came across to find us unfiltered. 30 years between NYPD and NYC MES experience. A little donation to pay for John's visit.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, man.
And it's your show now. You can bring them on.
All right. I'm going to let Lewis do it. Produce stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, John Macari. And I'm saying your last name, right?
Yeah, it's Macari. You guys got it. Yeah. Pleasure to be here, gentlemen.
Everybody from up north always butchers their names. They're always Italian or
Just
fucking...
up north.
So you retired NYPD, correct?
Yep. Retired NYPD lieutenant. Forced retired NYPD lieutenant. I refused to take the vaccine, and so I had a choice to get fired in 7 days or retire. So I retired early. I served just a little over 18.
Oh, so some of our people call you a quitter, man. You didn't do the full 20, brother. God damn it, you.
I tell you this. I tell people all the time, dude. I was like, people. I did 9 years. Mike did 23. It still gets shit for not fully retiring, like with it. Anyways,
I didn't get a gun issued,
and
so
I'm
a
like,
piece of shit.
it's like saying Derek Jeter did 19 years, but he's not a real ball player because he didn't do 20 years, right?
I mean, but look, you know, they held my feet to the fire. It was like, look, pull your pants down, bend over, spread your ass cheeks, put something in your body that you don't need, that we told you not to take. And then, if you don't take that, we're going to fire you. And they're like, I'm the quitter. I'm like, you guys all took a knee. You took a knee for BLM. And then you took a knee for de Blasio and Adams and put a vaccine in your body that you didn't want, you didn't need. And so, you know, anyone that calls me a quitter, I'm like, all right, well, what are you? If I'm a quitter, you got to be below that, you know?
Yeah. Beta. Yeah, that's what I call it, beta.
And we've had your co-host Eric on here a couple times actually. And I saw your post about, I mean, we can only do, when I say we can only do so much, what happened to Sgt Erik Duran, we've been trying to cover. Obviously, we were never NYPD, but I mean, just across the nation, maybe across the world, cops are looking at this like this is a turning point for cop work right here. And I saw your post about the back-to-back comparison of someone else that was convicted in New York City, pled guilty to murder, and they got like some crazy low sentence or something like that.
Yeah, kid got 9 months for intentionally beating a homeless person to death.
Beautiful.
So intentionally beating a homeless person to death. You got Sgt Erik Duran, 15 years in the NYPD, unblemished record, serving in narcotics, going out and doing the work that New Yorkers don't deserve and the politicians don't even want. And he goes out and one of his undercovers does a drug buy off of Eric Dupree for $10. They move in. Police. Eric Dupree gets on a moped, no helmet on, jumps on that moped, starts blaring down a sidewalk filled with people, elderly people, women with children. He's blaring down the block on the sidewalk, total danger to everyone's life, reckless on his own part, including his own. Sgt Erik Duran takes a cooler, throws the cooler at Eric Dupree. Eric Dupree falls and dies as a result. Now, did the cooler kill him, or did his reckless behavior, did he die as a result of his reckless behavior? I personally think him not wearing a helmet, him making all of those decisions, those poor decisions prior and not resisting arrest caused his death. But Sgt Erik Dupree opts for a bench trial, meaning that they want the judge to decide. Judge is a radical. Judge made the same decision where he gave 9 months to a guy who intentionally beat a homeless man to death. And he says that Sgt Erik Dupree is guilty of manslaughter and that he deserves 3 to 9 years in prison. And just for the record, Sgt Duran obviously is a threat to no one. The individual who murdered a homeless man for absolutely no reason on a street is a large public safety threat. He's walking around the streets in New York City. Immediately when the decision was made, Sgt Duran didn't even get a second to say goodbye to his family, didn't get time to plan his affairs. They handcuffed him and they brought his ass to jail.
That to me is absolutely insane from our narcotics background. Obviously it's a shitty job. Nobody really cares about drugs except the drug guys. The community goes, oh, he's just selling drugs. You have exactly what just happened. The recklessness of a person when they're getting ready to get by busted. I've been on them where they speed out of parking lots. They should be shot. You're right. In a car, motorcycle, scooter, you're going down the sidewalk in the most reckless fashion, and he throws a cooler to stop a felon from fleeing and running over people. And at no point is that taken into consideration that the bad guy is the reason that all that happened. I could see any other twist, but that to me is absolutely insane. And the fact that this can happen in America is the most devastating news I'm hearing for police. And it seems to be that whole Northeast and tri-state area with O'Malley, the bat now over in New Jersey. This case, I don't know why anybody wants to be a cop up that way anymore. It makes no sense to me. When you're trying to protect and serve, you're doing what's in the best interest of the public, and you get fried, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, dude.
You know, the thing that bothers me the most, though, is you have law enforcement justifying it, saying, why'd he throw the cooler? The cooler isn't a trained tactic in the NYPD. And you got a lot of police podcasts out there, and you got a lot of police people currently on basically turning their back on Erik Duran. And I'm sitting there in Thursday's ComStat, which is like a weekly meeting that the NYPD does. They're actually, the chief of department for the NYPD is giving a kudos to Bronx Narcotics for continuing these buy and bust and the amount of arrests they're making. So while their sergeants being sentenced to 3 to 9, they're still out there doing this type of work. And in the same breath, he's pushing for more enforcement off of mopeds, because what's occurring in New York City is robberies off of mopeds, shootings off of mopeds, drug deals off of mopeds, all of this third world crime that's been brought to New York City.
That is true. That is some third world shit.
And none of these dudes are trained. The NYPD doesn't train you how to stop a fleeing person off of a moped. So why are we pushing for enforcement on it? So if Sgt Erik Duran deserves 3 to 9, then the rest of you deserve 3 to 9 for running around when anytime you get unlucky and the guy dies as a result of your actions. It makes no sense to me, man. Like cops today, they don't know the environment they're dealing with and they don't understand it's all being politically controlled, and they're going along with all the politics of it. It's crazy.
I agree. And it's also a location thing. I want you to remember that. I don't remember the exact case. It happened last week. Pay attention to the Palm Beach County tasing of a guy on a motorcycle. He didn't die, but they had a guy fleeing on a motorcycle. They tase him as he's getting ready to take off, hits the gas, goes out and hits another car. Nobody was injured, but it's good old Florida. I can see where that's going to be like, we're okay down here. Up there, you do something similar. They're so liberal and they're so fucking backwards that the cops become the victims, like you said. Of course, nobody's trained on a fucking cooler, but if somebody's trying to kill you, trying to do something crazy, we don't train on running people over cars either, but it happens every fucking day. Like, we don't learn that. You have to take measures sometimes in the interest of public safety that is outside the box. And I commend him for stopping that guy from fleeing down a sidewalk and running some poor innocent people over. And the fact that politicians, other cops, and fucking paste eaters can't look at that and go, the bad guy doesn't get to fucking act crazy. We have to stop him from acting crazy. This is a situation where he did that.
It wasn't, I can get behind. No, I really can. Vehicle pursuits nowadays, when you measure the crime versus the risk plus the technology we have in 2026, I could see a property crime letting them go and not chasing them. I could really get behind that. Absolutely. I want to chase everybody. I think everybody should be chased. But I could see where the point is on the other side. A guy on a fucking moped, he's it just blows my mind, dude. He's on a moped on the sidewalk. The only people that are going to get hurt are other people on that sidewalk that aren't on a road for a reason, dude. They're on a sidewalk.
Yeah. They're walking down a sidewalk for a reason. Old ladies, people and you get run over, break a hip, you break a femur, there's no reason that he should be arrested for that. And it's absolutely disgusting.
Well, look what just happened the week prior, right? You had 2 skells on a moped. They drive by, start shooting at somebody. They kill a 7-month-old baby and graze his 2-year-old brother. And so what I've been saying is, how about Sgt Duran was on that scene? Those perps are fleeing on that scooter, and he throws that same cooler. Those same politicians are going to be calling him a hero.
Correct. I remember there's video of that one. That's horrible.
Then Graham versus Connor comes into effect. Then Felix versus Barnes comes into effect. Then it's okay. Then it's justified. So it depends on the political narrative how we're going to dictate whether cops should go to. And the fact that he even if you want to say that it was no good, he definitely jail time's out of the question. This is coming out of a city where we don't believe in jail for repeat violent offenders. Yes. But if you're a cop who we said, we deem that you did something out of a character or out of your guidelines, or that was reckless, you deserve to go to jail.
It's nuts because, obviously the point of jail was supposed to be rehabilitation. 15 years as a cop, no problems, doesn't just kill people randomly. He does something in his mind that he thinks is in the best interest of the public. It's not egregious. It's a fucking cooler. The dude's reckless, no helmet, taking off, selling drugs on top of it. Like, we don't know. Everybody wants to stop the war on drugs and everybody's overdosing. We want to stop drugs. Then you do stop it and it's a problem. And then you give the guy minimum 3 years in jail when he's not a criminal. He's not going to reoffend because that's not the nature of this incident. So it's absolutely sickening all the way around.
What do you think went wrong, John? I mean, honestly, in this case, was it doomed from the start, or did somebody drop the ball in this court process?
Dude, the problem is the political structure of New York is doomed, and cops don't realize we shouldn't be doing buy and bust anymore. We shouldn't be doing moped enforcement anymore, because this is what's going to happen. This shouldn't have came as a shock to everybody. We've been doing the Finance Unfiltered for about 3 years now. We've been telling everybody like this, They're going to turn their back on you the minute there's a problem. The minute that a situation goes bad, you're going to jail. It's not if, you're going to jail. Like if somebody dies as a result of what happened, same thing with the taser. If the story you just told, in Florida supports its cops. The majority of counties in Florida, they support their cops. But if that same incident happened in New York City and the dude shoots a guy fleeing on a moped with his taser and the guy falls off and gets hurt, fine and dandy, nobody's going to care. But that guy falls off and dies, you're going to jail. You know, there was that viral video. I don't know if you guys ever seen it, where the kid with the khaki pants, the NYPD cop, they're running after a guy in a scooter. He jumps out of the car. He jumps over, grabs the guy off the scooter, and it went viral. And everyone's like, this is how you do police work. And I said at that time, I'm like, well, guess what? If that guy would have fell backwards and hit his head, that cop will go to jail. But yet today it's okay to laud him. So it's okay to laud him when everything's okay. But the minute somebody dies as a result of enforcement action, you're going to jail in the NYPD. Graham versus Connor does not come into account. Felix versus Bonds does not come into account. There is an anti-police sentiment that's been there for the last 10 years, the last two mayors. This judge was appointed by the last two mayors. He was appointed by Bill de Blasio, and then he was reappointed by Eric Adams. And this is a guy. It's okay to keep a guy who murders homeless people for absolutely no reason out on the streets of New York City, but it's too dangerous to keep a 15-year sergeant who never injured anybody in his life, who was trying to do his job, and you believe made a mistake. We don't believe, but that guy goes to jail for 9 years. It's crazy.
Yeah. And I go back to the whole, obviously this wasn't a jury trial, but the whole reasonable person. The judge has never had to throw a cooler. The judge has never had to deal with a buy bust. The judge has never had to walk up to a scene where there's a 2-year-old in a stroller with a bullet in their fucking head and go, oh, wow, this is pretty bad. These people might be criminals. These guys sit on the bench. They have all the power in the world, no care in the world. They do whatever they feel like that day. They do whatever's best for their career. You know, that came down from somewhere else and said, hey, you got to fry this guy, make sure it's done. And that is the entire, when I say the job is dead, that's what I'm talking about. The fact that guys can go to prison for doing what a reasonable person would do. I've thrown shit at people fleeing it all the time in fucking bikes, car, like, fuck it, dude. Like you're committing a fucking felony. Yeah. I've thrown fucking mag lights through windows. So I guess I imagine if I hit the guy with the mag light, he crashed into a tree and died, I would have been charged with murder, which is insane. I didn't drive the car. I didn't flee. The cop didn't do anything wrong. This is a really bad one.
What do you think is, obviously you're identifying the politicians as, New York City, which, I mean, shit, it's probably been New York City's biggest flaw since its start. But I mean, can the massive amount of NYPD boots on ground make change, or is this going to have to be the people of New York re-electing new leadership, which again, the cynical side of me says they're never going to do?
Well, so one, I blame the leadership totally in the NYPD. I don't believe there's any leadership. They're just the enforcement arm of the political party, whatever is in New York City. They're going to send you guys out. They look at cops as chess pieces. They don't care. We're going to lose a few of you. So one, I think it's there, but the other part of it is the police unions. Police unions are non-existent. You haven't heard a statement from the police unions. What the statement should have been is, we're no longer, since Sgt Duran wasn't trained in throwing a cooler, we're not trained in doing in removing people off a moped. So we're not gonna do moped enforcement anymore. So let us know how you want us to stop these robberies and these shootings off of the scooters, because we're not trained in it. Right. And we know what happens when we're not trained. We get 3 to 9 years in jail for doing our job and trying to apprehend fleeing felons. So what do you want us doing going forward? So, and you don't even have that pushback. So, the only way through really is the vote at this point, I believe. And that's gone because you had 1 million people just elect a Democratic socialist who says he doesn't even want the police. He wants to put a Department of Community Safety. He thinks that the idea to stop a emotionally disturbed individual charging at you with a knife is not to have the police respond there, but he's going to send social workers who work banker's hours with weekends and holidays off, and their response time is probably about 2 weeks. So
what do you think about, and you said that they're still out there, I'm going to ask you a tough one. Do you think it's wrong for those guys to continue to go out there and do that job, or should they, I don't know how the strike stuff works or union stuff works up there, but do you look at the cops like there's a time to take a stand, like we're not doing this anymore? Is that in your head, or what do you think about them?
So I think that a lot of us come on the job young. We don't understand the politics of our cities and our states and what's happening. We don't even understand the internal politics of the job. And you go out there with all the right reasons, but you don't understand the sacrifice that you're making. And in New York City, the sacrifice you're making is much greater than the majority of law enforcement departments across the country. In New York City, we're not allowed to strike. It's actually illegal. We'll be arrested because of the Taylor law.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they took striking out.
But like, look, you know, I was a cop for a long time. I left as a lieutenant. I was a supervisor most of my career. But you know, when I got dumb orders, regardless of what rank I was in, I said, yeah, no problem, boss. And then I went out and did what I was going to do anyway. And for you to go out there headstrong, to go out and be like, I'm the guy, this is never going to happen to me. I'm getting guns. I'm getting bad guys. My city loves me. My job needs me. They will replace you in a heartbeat. They'll be hitting on your wife while you're sitting in jail rotting for 3 to 9 years. And your kids got no health care.
What's the one question they always ask cops? What's most important? What's everybody's answer? My family. Well, if your family is that important, you need to take everything he just said into consideration. And I'm not telling you to be a coward, and I'm not telling you to let crime go. But you have to be prepared to be just like this sergeant. If you're going to go out there and get guns and drugs and do wild shit, remember, you told your wife you're coming home. And that doesn't just mean getting shot. That means not going to prison. So that is on you guys. When you say, I'm coming home tonight, honey. Well, I didn't get killed, but I fucking threw a cooler at somebody who's a piece of shit. And now I'm in prison. So you guys got to remember, the guns are cool, the drugs are cool, but you promised your family you were coming home. And in this state, it doesn't look like you can not go home, not from just getting killed, but from doing your fucking job. And that's dangerous.
I think that that cops definitely need to. I'm more of an aggressive approach. I think that cops just should leave the job and leave the sheep to slaughter. I don't. We debate these all the time, and you know, Mike says, you know, well, if cops are going to enter the job, they need to know. And I'm like, fuck it, dude. Don't enter the job. I'll tell them right now, don't enter the job. I've never seen a job or a profession treat their employees overall in general like this. And there's so much fucking liability. The fact that they're even like the last 5 years to talk about qualified immunity going away. That's the whole point of being a cop. It's like, you know, not only can you go to prison, now they can take your house from your wife. Where's she going to live? Like, it blows my mind, dude. And, this whole thing right here should send shockwaves through law enforcement. And I really believe that the union, even if you mentioned that the unions are garbage, which they're pretty much non-existent here, but unions to us are stronger up in the Northeast because they have more power. But the fact that they're not out there saying, and if I'm wrong, quote me, and I'm going to get to everybody's super chats. You got a lot of supporters, John, but the fact that they're not out there going, we will not rest. We will not sleep until John is freed from prison. Yeah. Please continue to go out there and keep the people safe. You know, NYPD, please keep doing what you're doing. We are going to stand up for this, because without you guys, our city will fall, and we will protect our own. Sgt Erik Duran. Yeah. I just don't see what's wrong with standing publicly behind somebody like that, but I haven't seen it.
Because again, a lot of these are self-serving political appointments. Like, these guys, they don't care. They haven't done police work in 30 years. They never wore a body cam. They don't deal with the complaint systems the way we deal with them. They have not been out in this sediment. They have their version of policing is not what the reality is on the ground, and they truly don't care. Like, I look at the union heads up north as politicians. I do not look at them as police officers. I don't look at them as cops. And it's the same true for the management. I don't call them chief. I call them the politically appointed management, because that's what they are. They're politicians. They hate it, but it's true. They're just the enforcement arm of whatever political party. Hey, look, you get a Republican mayor in New York City, those guys will be great. They'll be great chiefs. They'll be telling you, let's go out there and stop and get the bad guys. And then the minute you get a Democratic socialist, they're going to spin on their head and be like, we know making drugs arrest doesn't keep us safer. And I was like, and I literally watched it happen, dude. And I'm like, what do you mean we know? You last week you were just beating the crap out of us that we didn't 250. So stop, question, and frisk enough people. Now this week, because we got a new mayor, you're telling us that drug arrests don't keep us safer. I don't know that. And I know for a fact they do. I know for a fact that they bring business in. They actually make our community safer. I watched New York City transform from a city of crime into something that like looked like Disneyland on 42nd Street, where you could walk around 3 o'clock in the morning and not get bothered. And I'm watching it transition totally back. And all the same guys that helped do it came into power, and now they're making that city of crime. They're rebuilding it. It's all politically motivated, politically driven. And unfortunately, we're looked at as dumb brutes. We're looked at as knuckle draggers. Honestly, we're looking at it as like we don't have a place in society. We're just that dumb masculine profession that we don't really need. And screw all those guys, because what are they going to do anyway? And some of it's true, dude, because I would have, if they didn't force my hand, I would have never left. Because who the hell is going to pay me? What am I good at? Who's going to pay me that much money? What am I good at? I'm not afraid to go bully bad guys. And so where does that transition out there? And so that's why you get a lot of guys that won't leave. You know what I mean? And because they're like, how am I gonna feed my kids? Like, where am I gonna make this money? Where am I gonna get these benefits, this pension? Where the healthcare? So like I understand why guys don't leave, but when going out there and going headstrong, like this is the early 2000s, and this country still believes in the broken windows of policing, which it doesn't any longer. You're out of your mind to do. You're not paying attention.
Yeah, and the scary part is that we've seen it time and time again, especially it seems like in the Northeast a lot, is that you can be cleared, and 2-3 years later, the fucking crazy leftist politician that comes in goes, give me the last 10 police shootings over the last 5 years. I'll put them all on my desk. We're gonna fry somebody today, baby. And
it's dangerous. It's dangerous. Just like he said, it's like we could all look around at something and go, there's nothing to that. Yeah. And they can go, no, there is. And who do they really have to answer to? That's the real thing, is like when that happened, you tell the family, sorry, your son's a drug dealer. Like he was fleeing. He was going to kill people on the sidewalk. Adios. Let him sue you.
Yeah.
There was no reason to do that other than what you're saying. Judges with an agenda, politicians with an agenda, because we could all look at that and go, don't drive like an asshole on the sidewalk.
Don't run from the police.
Don't run from the police.
Don't sell drugs.
And there's some where that doesn't apply. But in this one, you go, we're sympathizing with a drug dealer who's involved in the same behavior as guys that are shooting up stores and doing robberies. He's on a bike selling or a scooter selling drugs. It's like, you don't get to do that's simple. That's like 1 and 1. That's like, you don't get to do that. Yeah. Like, I can understand if he got blown away with a shotgun. Like, okay, you went a little far there. Yeah. But when you're trying to stop
that's
him,
the point. He purposely didn't draw his weapon.
No.
He threw a cooler at him.
I always think now if he just would have pushed him, probably the same result. What do you think? If he just pushed him off the scooter and he died, they probably would have arrested him.
Anything you would have did there, dude. And whatever. You threw your nightstick, you pushed him, you clotheslined him, you grabbed him, and he slapped his head back. You're going to jail. My buddy Juan Perez, he had to resign from the New York City Police Department. He had to put his papers in under investigation. Goes to a 911 call, emotionally disturbed person in the East Village. He gets there. Guy's acting a little weird. He tells the guy, listen, do me a favor, have a seat right there. Guy has a seat. He's working with some rookie. Rookie goes in the car. He turns to the rookie, Juan Perez, and he goes, where you going? And when he does that, the EDP jumps up, puts him in a headlock. Juan Perez breaks out of the headlock, punches him 4 times. He gets indicted 3 years later, right before his retirement, by Alvin Bragg. Alvin Bragg says, I don't like this. The guy killed himself a year later as a result of you beating him up. It's like, you didn't beat him up. He defended. He was literally put in a chokehold, which will go to jail for being the police.
Or you can shoot a guy. You can shoot the guy that's got the cop in a chokehold.
And what they said is he didn't need to punch the 4th time. The 3 punches were good, but the 4th punch
Yeah.
And it's like, what do you do? The guy's fighting for his life and out on the streets in New York. And he got found guilty. He almost went to jail. He got found guilty of assault. He almost went to jail. They gave him like 3 years probation. He had to leave his career early. Doesn't have a good guy letter. Doesn't have a retired ID card. Is not considered basically retired. He's retired under investigation. So he basically left not in good standing with the job. Kid did absolutely nothing wrong. And he almost went to jail for defending himself, because the standard in policing now is, I don't like the way it looks. It doesn't look good. And it's like, well, police work doesn't look good. It never looks good. And especially when you look on camera, it looks even worse.
Yeah, you can't see your sausage get made, guys. There's a reason why you don't watch those behind the scenes McDonald's videos, what they do to those animals and what you're actually eating.
And what they're doing now with the body camera, which I've happened in my case, they start breaking what they're not supposed to do when it comes to a reasonable officer, is slow it down to like thousandths of a second and go, like you said, the fourth punch. Well, in your brain, you've already made that decision to throw the fourth punch. I could see the 54th punch or the 13th punch maybe not being warranted, but when you've got somebody choking you and you start to punch them, it takes your brain a second to catch up to what's going on.
I just threw 4
I
punches.
can understand one extra, and the guy doesn't like. I can understand if it killed the guy, but you can't. In a rapidly evolving situation, your brain is already doing things, and you're committed. Try it. Try to tell you to stop 4 times. I want you to punch me, and on the third one, I go stop, and your brain's not gonna let you do it. So.
I mean, watch UFC. Go Paramount Plus every Saturday night. Watch it. Dude knock someone out, and he just continuing to go because that's how he's trained. Yes. The ref breaks him up. We don't have referees, and I personally think cops are way more controlled than when you even see the fighters because they're way more trained. They're trained to keep going, as opposed to us, where at some point
we're trained to stop.
At some point we'll reassess, be like, all right, is this whatever? And so it's for that millisecond when I'm already in there, like, how would you know that? Like that's
like the shootings when a guy fires an extra round or two and they're like, oh my God, well, bro, your brain is already a fucking way ahead of that. Like the guy's not going down like Hollywood. Holy shit, he's still up. And then you fire that 1 or 2 and it's like, oh my God, he fired an extra. Well, your fucking brain can't just stop like that. It's already in motion. It's already happening. So the fact that, and experts testify that all the time, and you get a piece of shit defense expert that'll come in and, oh no, that's not how, and it's nonsense. And that goes back to what we're all talking about. It's like, before you get into this job, remember the difference in your entire life could be a third and a fourth punch of a guy trying to choke you in that area. Like, you could be indicted or fired because of the fourth punch was already on the way, and they go, oh my God, it's terrible. So you want to get the super chats?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, we got some super chats from the Mo's at the Finest Unfiltered. What's a Mo? What's that mean?
Yeah, like it's like an Italian, like all the Italians like, come on, Mo, So
John Macari is a Mameluke, but he's our Mameluke. What's that?
It's another thing. It's like
taking fun of
Italian guys
up there, man. You get the thing over there, man.
Yeah.
We got another one from Joe Mango. This is for Lieutenant Macari, his favorite area of North Jersey. He knows what I'm talking about. And then the MDRN Samurai back with another $10. Can social workers just fix the problem with EDPs on the phone and just let police respond to the calls anyway? Sheep need sheepdogs to keep them safe from the wolves, whether they like it or not.
The social worker thing is a disaster. You're up there. You guys have like 50 different positions that are people without guns up there. And they're like so many units that are just like unarmed this, unarmed that. NYPD has a ton of that, don't they?
Well, NYPD, like, we got traffic agents that don't, you know what I mean? They're like the public safety guys.
But they look like cops, except they don't have a gun.
But they look like cops. You got the school safety agents that look like cops.
Bad.
But like, what this whole thing is just like I don't know what you guys know about the violence intervention program, but this whole new community safety plan with these social workers, that's the model that they're trying to go to. They're trying to make New York City like the London model, right? Nobody's got cops, but the funny thing is like they don't work. It never works. They go to these situations, they make the situations worse, they escalate the situations, and then what do they ultimately wind up doing? They call the NYPD, and what is the NYPD ultimately doing? The only choices they ever have left to do when someone charges you with a knife, they shoot.
That's another thing. It's like, when you called the police, did you not know we were coming with like guns and all that stuff? Like, then you don't want us there, but you need help, but you don't want the cop.
Don't shoot him.
Yeah, don't shoot him. Oh, he's got a knife now. Like, what do you want me to do? But I see a ton of like NYPD videos, TikTok, this and that, and it's people getting ready, all those dumb videos that come out, but none of them have guns. And I'm just like, with all the problems that real cops are having getting attacked up there, I can't imagine sending out fleets of people unarmed that look exactly like a real cop. It doesn't make any sense to me. Doesn't make a lick of sense.
No, especially when you're watching actual cops get abused on the streets of New York City. When you look at all of the influencers now that are out there, and basically these cops are, they force them, give me a business card, give me this, give me that. And you see all these cops just complying with it, not arresting anybody, not enforcing laws that we have on the books because they're told not to do it. And if they're getting abused, what do you think's happened with someone that doesn't have that type of arrest authorities, not carrying a firearm? They're getting abused out there.
Yeah,
it's horrible.
That whole thing is crazy. The whole Explorer program is crazy to me too.
Explorer, like,
here's what We got the time. Yeah. My Explorer program issue is kind of like putting those civilians out. Is you're taking a younger mind and you're telling them this is what you want to do because you're undeveloped. We always argue men, 30, 35 for men, we're fucking morons and people don't develop till they're a little older. You take a 15-year-old kid and tell them you're going to get to dress just like a cop. Well, I want to be a cop and I'm going to do it. Do you think they really want to be a cop? It didn't cross my mind until after getting out of the infantry. Crossed my mind when I was like 24. Like, okay, I'll do this. But you're taking these young kids and then you're taking these people that probably have some affinity to the uniform and the job, and you're putting them out there like, go ahead, we're good. Go out there and you look just like us, man. And then the fucking dude with a knife walks up and goes, hey, here's a piece of shit cop, and they can't defend themselves. They have no training, no gun, no nothing.
What do they wear? Like
it looks identical. It's identical.
NYPD.
Yeah, they have. I watched these chicks get ready. They put everything on
They're
except the gun. They're like what he's talking about, like AIDS. Some agencies have explorers.
Yeah, I know.
But these guys got full blown. Everything's the same. Gun belt. Everything looks identical. Patches, and then they're not even cops.
Well, John, what are you doing nowadays, man? How you said your podcast has been rock and rolling for 3 years?
Yeah. Me and Eric Dim, Mole and Bethel. We got a couple other shows on it. Finance Unfiltered. We're on YouTube. I think we just cracked about 180,000 subscribers. We're on Spotify, Apple, all that stuff. And, we hone in on the politics that affect New York City and the NYPD. And, sometimes we cover national issues as well. So, but we talk a lot about public safety. So it's a good show. We have everybody on. We had Zohran Mondani on. We talk about all the issues.
Did you really? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
How's that
go? Not good. I mean, I started asking him about I started asking him about, the vaccine mandate, like you're down cops, or you're going to rehire the cops that were you fired, that you forced out. And he's like, no, and like all this stuff. And, he lasted about 20 minutes and then he ran out. He never even got to the public safety portion of it.
He walked out or
he went out civilly. He was like, oh, I got to go. I got to run. But it was like 20 minutes. Like we kept hitting him with questions. And
did he get the free transportation through? Yeah, he was going to give everybody.
No. So last night he just had his first 100 days in office. So fast and free buses just went to fast buses. The free grocery stores went to cheaper groceries. Nothing about freeze the rent. And he's saying how great he's doing with public safety and how crime is at historic lows in New York City, but he's going to bring forward this new way of policing. It was the most insane thing, but the dude's a rock star. All these young kids love him. All these transplants from all over, they love him.
That's fucking crazy,
and honestly, like the people that support law enforcement, support common sense, they need to replicate what these socialists are doing, and they need to get young people more involved in politics, because there's no way we're going to beat them, and this is going to get way worse if we're just running the same old tired campaigns. So we do a lot of that. We have all politicians from every campaign on, and we talk about the issues, public safety mainly.
All right. Well, everybody, go. When do you guys drop?
We do Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. 08:05 on YouTube.
8:05 Eastern Standard Time.
Yep, 8:05 p.m. Eastern Standard. So
I like that because I'm always 5 minutes late. So why don't we just do 11:05 Eastern?
Then we'll be 11:15. My son's up there. He just keep an eye out for him. He just landed in LaGuardia this morning. So
all right.
New York. He went to AMDA up there, the American Music and Drama. Did 2 years
awesome.
up there. So
John's down here with us now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, I still have my house in Staten Island, but I'm in Ponte Vedra now. So
okay,
you guys,
Watch out for Tiger Wood, man. He drives through there, you might get run over.
Yeah. I'm by Jacksonville too, so I keep.
They shoot.
I keep my hands on the steering wheel when they pull.
Seven people, I think, were killed. We're up to 7, I think. So be careful.
All right, John. Thanks so much for your time, man, dude. We got to have you in studio sometime, and we'll coordinate a little bit better. Get you in here. Fucking for a full day, man. It'll be a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. Pleasure, gentlemen. Keep up. All right, keep what you're doing. I love the show, guys. Thanks.
All right, later,
guys.
Lewis, what? Just watching the interview.
You ready? You want to run the commercial, Lewis?
Over a century ago in 1910, the Flexner Report, funded by John D. Rockefeller and the Carnegie Foundation, re-engineered medical education from a holistic, whole-body approach, which appropriately treated the body as an interconnected system, to a compartmentalized approach under the guise of specialized medicine. They shut down or consolidated medical schools, marginalized naturopathic, homeopathic, and chiropractic medicine, replacing them with symptom management and synthetic drugs. Allopathy is a marketing strategy rooted in fear and manipulated science. This philosophy carried into veterinary medicine, resulting in over-vaccination, unnecessary surgeries, and manufactured food, just like they did for people. They call it care, but it's predatory and based in profitability. The truth? Toxicity, compromised immunity, and chronic inflammation. They're not fate. They're engineered. And so is your power to undo them. We built 3 targeted formulas to return the body to homeostasis, for pets and people. To detox, defend, and restore. We are the correction to decades of corruption. We are vengeance.
And we're back. Don't forget to check out copvilleog.com. Use code antihero15 for 15% off. Get your hoodies, your hats, t-shirts, engravable stuff. Some cool stuff. Oh, you can't see it. We got engravable stuff coming here soon. Zin tins, knives, everything cool. So go to copvilleog.com. Use code antihero15 for 15% off.
And for the OG clothing line in the company, go to Counterculture Inc. CountercultureInkThreads.com. Use promo code antihero. Save 15% on your favorite counterculture-esque graphic tees. We got stickers. We've got flat bill hats, curved bill hats. We've got pullover hoodies, zip-up hoodies are all on sale. Ranger panties are all on sale. We're getting ready for the spring launch. So, yeah, countercultureinkthreads.com and use promo code antihero. Save you 15%. And obviously, if you're Patreon, then you know
big dollars for both.
Yeah, there's both of our companies have even bigger savings in those as well. So countercultureinkthreads.com, promo code antihero, save 15%. And Justice X, I got you, Lewis. Don't worry about it. I put it up there. The Justice X conference coming up April 21st to the 24th. Registration is on April 20th. We will be there. We'll be there the whole time. We will be broadcasting live from Justice X in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And we'll also be doing a night shift that week at a pub that we have not reached out to.
No, we're good. We're almost there.
We are?
We're almost there. No, they're done. Rowdy Rooster, the 22nd on Wednesday night.
Oh, that's right. We just got to make the flyer.
We're done. It's done. Done deal. He's real excited. Former deputy up there has opened his doors. Big venue, food, music, stage, all that stuff. We'll be doing a live show the Wednesday, the 22nd at night. We're leaving, what, Thursday?
No, we're leaving Monday.
No, Monday to Thursday, though. We're coming back Thursday.
Yeah, we're going to be coming back Thursday night just because we've got a broadcast.
I got to figure out how much
morning.
special white sauce I have with Clint on Wednesday night, so I'm not hungover Thursday. But yeah, great conference, big turnout. Almost 300 tickets sold to the conference, so it's great. We'll be there doing our
It's not too late, too, man. $99 for 4 days worth of. I mean, you're getting Tom Rizzo, Kenny Williams, Corey Rodriguez, Mike Brazil, lots of other
John
people.
Mattingly.
John Mattingly is going to be there. They're teaching all kinds of crazy shit, and you know, it's if you're a government worker, there's a lot of management stuff here too. But let's be honest with you, it's a cop conference. None of you guys are going to be paying attention in the morning. You're going to be hungover as fuck, so it doesn't matter. So join us, Myrtle Beach, 4 days straight. We'll be at Justice X.
All right, to go back into, I'm going to share something where we're just talking about with like explorers, volunteers, and all that stuff. We had a guy on that we like pretty much, Sheriff Sanders from out there in Washington. Good guy, right? So let's go here and let's look at what they're doing out there. I'm going to read this to you. Okay. They have this gentleman here.
Fuck.
He is a cadet.
He looks like a cop.
He does look like a cop. Guess what his jobs are? Cadet will be conducting numerous administrative tasks, transporting arrestees to jail after patrol deputies place them in custody. So they're going to take a guy that's been arrested for a crime, cuff him, and hand him to an unarmed.
Joe Saunders?
No, this is Sheriff Sanders. This is Sheriff.
He needs to come back on and explain this.
They're going to help deputies and detectives log evidence. Not a problem with that. Respond to non-priority calls for service, like found property, parking complaints, disabled vehicles, and scenes where traffic control is needed. Unarmed, volunteer, not sworn. We had a couple of big shooting in that Rogers shooting down in Palm Beach was a disabled vehicle. We had a deputy killed in Miami. That was a traffic crash that they responded to.
I see what they're doing. I get this. What they're doing is they're civilians now because so many people don't want to be cops, but they want the benefits of working for the government. They have civilian roles where they're going and they're taking after the fact reports. I love them, dude. Anytime a burglar hit the board that was done with, I'd be like, I'm just going to wait for one of the civilians to do it. And they dress kind of like us. They have a different color. They kind of look like light brown, I think, or gray. And they drive cars that have the emblem, but they're just enough to where you know they're not cop cars. And they're civilians, and they go out and they try to take the workload off. But here's the thing, is that these civilian roles mean that people are choosing not to be police officers, but still getting the benefits of a secure job. Now, they don't get the 3% danger increase or whatever the fuck that is, but they are still getting the benefits of a government job that used to just be, hey, you want to be a cop, you got to be a cop to get these benefits, or a firefighter. Like, they're getting the benefits. So what I see what they're doing is they're saying, you guys are going to, this is going to be a starter role for you. It was more like before you go to the academy, you start learning this. But I really feel like there should be somebody with them, at least in twos. You obviously don't have enough to put them with a cop with them.
Unarmed.
The
But they give them tasers.
Well, I always said this too. The civilians in the agency I used to work for, they'd go do reports, a burglary, a stolen car. How many times do fucking people come back?
How many times is it bullshit? And it's like a criminal, or they come back with.
Well,
they show up with it.
I've actually shown up on season, but you're not taking a report for this big dog. And I'm not. I'm like, no, this is civil. This is a fucking drug. You're not doing a report for this. I'm not even going to let the civilian take a report for this.
But that's just what I was getting at was because I posted some explorers, and a lot of time people are like, those are police explorers. If you take a 12-year-old kid, 13, 14-year-old kid, young, just like they're supposed to join the Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, if we're allowed to call it that anymore. I don't know if there's some other name for it now. And you tell them, you put them around. People like cop stuff. Like cops was popular. Still, cops are outside. We're all looking. What's going on in the neighbor's house? You take a young, undeveloped mind and say, hey, man, we're going to make you a cop one day. All right, great. And then they go up and go, you don't know if they're ready. They don't know if they're ready. And then they get to a certain point where they're like committed because they've been an explorer now for 6 years, soft beta, haven't done anything, physical fit, but now you've been trained. So let's continue the police academy. It's very dangerous. Now you're getting to transport. I want you to say this out loud. An unarmed civilian cadet transporting an arrestee to the jail. What could go wrong?
I'm going to hit you with some, let's talk legalities. What do bad guys in the backseat love to do? Assuming they're not freaking out and being psychotic, what do they love to do? They love to talk.
Talk shit or give statements about the crime.
What is and what point in the, and when I don't think I've ever arrested somebody where they weren't with an official badge. At what point are they, if they start talking to a civilian, is that, what if you Mirandize him and say, I don't want to talk to you? Okay. Now a civilian, he's a kid. He's going to go, why'd you rob that store? Bad guy in the back seat's like, I don't know, man. I just felt like doing it. Okay. You just admitted to a fucking crime and you were asked by a civilian. How does that work?
That's what I'm saying. To me, I get it. That's the legal side of it. I'm looking at,
what about when he has a gun in his waist?
Yeah, or they missed a gun, or the dude's like, as soon as I get out of this car, I'm going to choke the shit out
I'm
of this
going to headbutt this child.
Yes, because he's not, guess what he doesn't have? A fucking gun or training or experience in fighting. I mean, I look at Saunders and I'm like, man, he was a great dude to have on. Great ideas.
The fucking guy's a kid himself. He's 10 years younger than me. Yeah. There's gonna be things that slip through the crack. When he came on, as much as I think it's cool, I think it's maybe something that needed to happen, and that's why I asked him about the longevity of his position and his intentions, because I think getting sheriff at 28 years old proved a point. But there's so much wisdom that comes with age. That's why we don't have presidents that are 30 years old. Yeah. Could a president at 30-year-old make a lot of change? For sure. He could relate to us. He could figure out what this generation needs. But at the end of the day, there's going to be decisions that he makes that aren't wise because he has no wisdom.
And here's what happens with the times. And this hits home, and this hits where last week we talked about. How many times we heard the term just an eviction, right? It's just an eviction.
Yeah.
I lost a very dear friend.
We're going to get to lunch on time. It's just an eviction.
We lost a detective last week to an eviction. Now we're going, well, it's just a civilian position. Like it is going to take one of these people to get mowed down, murdered, captured, cut to pieces, killed, when somebody finally goes, maybe that wasn't a good idea.
To your point, let's just keep it non-crazy people, because people for some reason don't understand that there are people out there that will attack a uniform.
Yes. Yeah.
So let's take that out of it. These people, these civilians are going to calls, right? I call the sheriff's office. Fucking dude, my car was stolen. I'm pretty sure I know who did it, dude. And I'm like, yeah. And I articulate. They're like, yeah, it sounds like a theft. It's not civil. We're going to send you one of our civilians out there. And he shows up and he's taking the report. And the guy goes, that's my truck barreling down the road right now. And what does that civilian do? Because I'll tell you what they do. They get on the radio and they go, they don't even know to scream. They go, can I get another unit here? And like a road unit, and the dispatch, sure, and what's going on? They're like, the guy that stole the vehicle's back. Fucking everybody, lights and sirens are coming to this person because
it's a problem.
But they don't know. They're like, oh, he brought his car back. Like, no, he's a criminal.
Sir, excuse me. Yeah. And it's just dangerous all around. When I saw transporting prisoners, I got sent that probably about 15 times, and I'm thinking to myself, I don't like prisoners in the backseat. I'm still like, I searched this guy, took his underwear off, touched him everywhere.
It's unnerving.
I still have that thought, what is in his butthole? Like, what if I missed a gun in his butthole? Like, I'm nervous. Like, I don't like it. You should always have that feeling of like, and you got some civilian that just cooling it out, man. Yeah. Bad guy.
What do you want to listen to on the radio?
Yeah, I'm going to the jail, man. I'm not a real cop, but I'm going to the jail, dude. Like, oh my God.
And we have to have every civilian that gets hired has to get the brief. Do not wear, women are notorious for this. Do not wear your department issue jacket with the patches on the sleeve that for some reason they get issued. They fucking dispatchers do it all the time. Evidence technicians do it all the time. It's cold out. So they go into the gas station on their way to work with their big sheriff's office jacket that says civilian usually on the patch, but it's a patch that looks 95% like a cop. And they want to wear it because they're proud to wear a uniform. But to me, if you're going to wear a uniform, you need to wear a uniform. You don't like wear
How about this? Hold on. Can I pause the story? Oh, yeah, here we go. Boom. What do you think of this one? I posted this on my story. In that category. Share screen. Instagram. Share. Add to screen. Look at this and tell me what you think of this. This is a police officer who is bragging about taking her baby.
Cop car with me
pick her car.
and little man. Yeah, we don't want to put you in there too often.
Baby seat the back of the cop car. What do you think about that?
All right, I'm gonna have to be frank with you.
Okay.
I am not the person to weigh in on this because
baby seat, not kid.
Baby, no. When I was a single dad, when I had to start taking my kid to daycare,
I did it. I'm talking baby seat.
No, not baby.
And I had people tell me I'm a car seat installer professional because agencies pay people and it's not even installed right. But I have done it as well. So I'm not going to get on the high horse that you should never. Yeah,
you should.
My wife will kill you. Like she's like never. No,
you put a child in a target.
But you have a female who's back from leave, not in uniform, no gun on her. All her equipment's tossed everywhere. She takes her baby to the station, puts her baby in the back of a patrol car. Bananas.
It is bad.
Bananas. I can see, and I'm not going to fight, especially the woman at home. It's not good because we get ambushed all the time. But your kid's in this car with you. You're driving down the road. You're in a marked unit. You're in uniform. You're ready to respond. You might have to throw your kid on the side of the road and go, hey, kid, get out. Now, can somebody ambush you and shoot you? Correct. But to go pick up a fucking baby in your patrol car, like it did, and the agent, she posted on TikTok. That's one where I'd be like,
"That's an issue."
Yeah,
too.
I'd be looking around like, "Hey, I've been caught." Like I used to take my car to Publix, like unmarked, and I remember one day I was coming out, and I was on that huge diet, and I was buying like 3 of those huge packs of eggs, and here comes the sheriff, and I'm like, "Hey, sheriff," and I'm like, he's like, "How's it going?" And my car was like, my marked unit was like 3 cars away, and I'm like, I think I forgot something. Go back in. Like I didn't want to walk up to my car. That's on alone. Just your baby in the car, and you put on fucking TikTok, dude.
OPSEC, man. People want to do bad things to people. So there's a couple things that happened recently.
Friends in there, you're gonna throw a fit.
I can see him. He's hyperventilating back there.
Getting warmed up. He's warming his up. Yeah, I see him.
We had this crazy thing happen. The doorbell guy. Did you see that?
Doorbell. Oh yeah. Did you see the room clearing?
Well, everybody's saying that it might be. People are like, "Is it AI?" I don't think it is, but it's pretty nuts, man. When you think about you. Yeah, I'll send you unless you got the video. I'll send the videos. I mean, everybody's seen the guy that shows up. I don't fucking have it, dude. My wife sent it to my personal page, but I gotta send it. But the guy walks up to the doorbell. He starts screaming frantically in it.
I might have it. Hold on.
You got it?
Maybe.
My wife sends me so much stuff.
Mine too.
I love her.
That's what I'm looking.
I gotta scroll through it.
I think she posted it.
All right, I got it.
You got it? Okay.
Boom. There's two of them. Boom. So we've all seen the where he's actually in the doorbell screaming, "Let me in," and he's fucking smashing shit, punching the Ring doorbell. But here's one. I'm gonna pause it. Bring it up.
Fuck is she?
He's actually in the guy's house.
Oh yeah.
He got in.
Oh yeah.
Huh? Victor, you around? Rape little girls, bitch! Ah!
That part sounds like he's there for the right reason. Said you want to rape little girls, bitch.
You fucking try me, I swear to God, I'll fuck you. Fairfield Police Department.
Oh wow, look at that. Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like,
oh, watch the building clearing. Yeah, you gotta go back. That's what I was looking for.
She just opened that door up.
No guns out. There's two more dudes coming. Watch this. Watch the dudes walk by.
I've got a good one.
This is building clearing 101 for a guy that's in there fucking beating up. Like, that's what I posted. That was my part.
Okay.
Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, you got that call and you walk through the house like that without a gun out and like just opening doors. Bananas.
They said they were not inside. Fairfield Police Department.
Oh, we're still clearing. More announcements. Oh, I heard a gun come out for a minute. Sound like a draw stroke there.
Where the fuck is she?
All right, and there's another one.
Where the fuck is she?
Where they actually fight.
Yeah, I saw that one. Grab it.
Then this guy claims, he goes, "Were you in the military?" He's like, "Yeah." And everybody in the comments are like, "Oh, that's so nice of him to consider." Like, and then other people are like, "Dude, you're the guy. You think this guy was in the fucking military? The guy's fucking screaming insane shit."
I swear to God, I'll fucking kill you. Do you understand me?
Might be a former sniper.
You might. Get the fuck out of my fucking house! You think you can fucking stop me, motherfucker? I will save that little girl, you bitch! There's no fucking... You fucking liar! I can hear her! I can fucking hear her! Look at you, bitch! You son of a... I'll fucking kill you! I'll fucking kill you! Man, hurry the fuck up!
My house is
Check his ass out! I'm telling you, who are you talking to, bitch? Who are you talking to, bro? Get the fuck, stand on the fucking ground. Who the fuck do you think you are? My name is Henry Jensen. Get the fuck out of my house. I know you're screaming. There's no one up there. Get the fuck out of my third room, bro. Walk the fuck out. What's the third room? Walk.
I mean, essentially, it's more of that. It's, he's got a shovel. This is fucking horrifying for a man that has a family, a wife or kids or both that are at the house when you're not, man. He got inside. That's the crazy part. I didn't know this dude got inside.
Yeah.
So
thank God my wife can shoot.
Yeah.
Scary, dude.
My wife will fucking stab you in the fucking throat. She knows where the gun is. I don't know. My wife intimidates, what do you call those? Solicitors? She makes them real. Like, she's really,
don't you?
She's really, we have a sign. They walk right by it. I don't, but she tells solicitors, like, you walk by the sign, and she, like, yeah. So I don't know if really there's much you can do in that scenario, but there's a doorbell guy. Here's one thing I wanted to ask you, Mike. Your opinion. I know you saw it. Take a guess. What happened? What happened in the world of policing and over the weekend? That's just fucking retarded. Here, I'll show it to you.
Oh,
my wife asked me, "Are you going to cover this?" And I told her, I was like, honestly,
you can see my comment right there.
I was like, I don't think you're going to
I thought this was America. You can spend that everywhere you want. That dude's in the very back of the stack. They're downtime.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand when you're in or around that Bearcat. It's not like you're fucking ready to kill. You're using it for cover.
Forward. There's like usually like a QRF. You're just downtime. You're waiting. Everybody gets their phone out. I don't think it's right that they zoomed in on his fucking phone.
Mm-mm.
I don't think it's right.
I think that's super fucked up. That clearly shows they're targeting law enforcement because that's obviously a police or a news camera.
Yes.
These guys, look at them, dude. These guys are fucking pros. This guy, I mean, at the end of the day, if he was texting somebody, would they have cared? He's still on his phone. No. If he was playing fucking Candy Crush, do you think they would have cared?
No.
The world wouldn't have cared. Maybe his admin would be like, hey, dude, don't be on your phone. But the fact it's only because he's on a dating site.
I love it, dude. You know how much shit that dude's catching.
Oh, dude. Hey, Jerry.
She deserves. It should be mandatory that chick goes on a date with him. Mandatory, dude, for catching all that fucking hell. I mean, what's the most, a best functioning male is everything's running good, dude. Plumbing's working, everything's going well. Mind's clear.
You take those. I'm telling you, man. You take those alpha dudes. You get those SWAT guys. They're not going to come. They're not. They're
a different breed. They're a different breed.
They like to put their wieners.
At least it wasn't Grinder.
I'm hoping he's not married. That I hope to God that he's not married.
Fuck! I never thought of that.
A lot of people say he gets what he gets, and that's true. But I just hope that for his family's sake, if he is married, for his wedding, for his relationship.
I can answer that for his relationship, though. I was looking at the site because I wanted to make sure I never got back here again.
Yeah, I needed to know where these sites are,
so that way there's never a confusion. This girl, I definitely don't want to ever see in public because she liked my profiles. I don't want to ever see her, so I was making sure I knew who she was. Like, yeah, if he's married, that's a bigger problem. I remember the whole breakdown and nightmare of like traffic cam ability to use the traffic cameras and stuff was that we're not allowed to like look in people's cars and houses. There was a huge like issue with like privacy. So why can the news from that fucking and the other thing for a search warrant for the police, in order to get PC, you have to use your eye. If you're in a helicopter, you can't use the camera on the helicopter to zoom in. So why are they zooming in on the dude's phone?
Because they're just trying to fucking burn a cop. They don't need anything.
Bullshit.
I remember when I
let him cook.
I went into my shit when when people were trying to frame me for shit. I said, I looked at him. I was done with my interview that I didn't have to go to, and I said, this guy doesn't care to ruin my reputation. This guy doesn't care to tarnish the reputation of the agency, and this guy doesn't care to tarnish the reputation of police in general. This guy's a fucking psychopath. Yeah. And then I was like, by the way, you've used him in our block training for what not to do. And they were like, oh shit. Yeah. So at the end of the day, they'll fucking ruin this guy's fucking 6 months. He'll probably get fucking bullshit probation. They're going to be like, we have to do something.
Yeah.
Kick him off the team for 6 months. But at the end of the day,
anybody knows that guy. I know 6 Jedis is out that way. Anybody knows that guy, get us in touch with him on the slide. I'd love to talk to him because I mean,
I don't think you can sue. You can't sue the news channel.
I wonder if it's in any of the laws in California with that privacy law, because he's in I guess he's in a public place, but again, you're using a camera to zoom in on somebody's personal phone, and in a trial that would not fly. In a suppression hearing that would not fly. You couldn't use it. The damage is done though as well. Hold on. We got a guy here. I want to talk to this guy.
Man, Miami-Dade sheriff.
Yeah. Hey, do us a favor. Like, reach out to me on Coppville. It sounds like you have some issues I'd love to talk about, or if you're not a cop and you got somebody fucked with you, I would love to hear about it.
Yeah, Mike likes
more than in the cop. Yeah, I like to call what's called accountability, because I've been very accountable. So Miami-Dade sheriffs, if you got something, message at Coppville OG, and let's talk.
All right, there he is, baby.
Oh boy,
G Money.
Hey guys, finally made time for me. Thanks a lot.
Oh, it's 12:30, right when we're supposed to. Actually, it's exactly.
I told him 12:20.
Exactly. Oh, you told him 12:20. Never mind.
I know.
Motherfucker.
All right, my bad.
We got a lot of stuff to cover with you, Nick. First off, I want to cover with you Your favorite person in the world.
You look terrible. Don't worry about it.
What is this, Nick? What is this? Have you seen this?
That's our savior, Donald Trump, saving America from the evils of the world.
I mean, seriously, is it something that he posted? It just started hitting.
Somebody
he
else
called out
posted.
the fucking Pope, dude.
Somebody else posted that. He didn't. If he would have posted it, dude, it's a terrible look.
But somebody else posted.
Sure? You sure?
Yeah, I'm almost positive somebody else posted.
All right, let me
Adams, something Adams Joseph.
Northern
Adams,
Provision states that President Trump posted an AI picture of himself as Jesus healing the sick. Pope Leo is weak on crime and terrible on foreign policy. Talks fear. I don't know.
But
Dude,
funny,
that's the saddest.
He's trolling the Pope.
You know what's funny is, AI has gotten so out of control that we don't question. We're friends with people that post a lot of shit on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
They're not even waiting to see if it's true. We just got to wait and see if it's AI. It used to be if you're going to be the first one to report on something, you really got to try to make sure it's true. And you hit about 70, 80%, it's probably true, and you post it, right? Because you don't want to be the last one. Because once it's 100% verified to be true, it's old news. But now we're not even looking for if it's true. We're looking to see if it's AI.
Yes.
And I don't even know.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
A good rule of thumb is to wait 24 hours. After 24 hours, the real story starts showing itself. Usually every time.
Yeah.
And that's same
for
STD. Isn't that the same for STDs?
2 weeks for STDs.
2 weeks? Okay. All right.
Yeah,
I knew you would know.
You can get gonorrhea from a blowjob, so just be careful out there.
All right.
Be careful.
I'm good.
Yeah, this big page is stating that Donald Trump posted that, but do you see anything on?
Not on True Social. I don't see it. I do see it's fucking posted. Dude's nuts, man.
What did he post?
He posted a picture of his casino, his Trump Plaza hotel on the moon. Dude's nuts, man. Absolutely nuts. I don't see on True Social where he posted that picture. He was at the UFC fight the other night.
Hey, we got a request from one of our blue collar boys out in Philly. I talked to you. Is he frozen or are you just staring? Oh, there he
just fucking lost.
They said they wanted us to cover it. It's huge in the blue collar industry, and it happened right in Philly. So I asked Nick if he heard about it. He said he had heard about it, but apparently a parking garage collapsed.
Yeah, in the Grace Ferry section of South Philadelphia, a parking garage that was being put up by CHOP, Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. Something the neighborhood in South Philly, which is congested already, where traffic did not want. They fought it tooth and nail. And listen, CHOP's a major contributor to the city of Philadelphia, billions of dollars annually each year. So they're pretty much going to get what they want. But the neighborhood was fighting it. They didn't want this parking garage tower down there. And apparently, the scuttlebutt around the neighborhood is, permits were given out when they shouldn't have been given out, pretty loose, and corners were cut, and everything wasn't being followed as it should have been, which, makes sense. And wouldn't be the first time in Philadelphia where corners are cut and permits were given out when they shouldn't have. So you had 2 people were stuck in the rubble for a couple of days. They just retrieved their bodies today. So Matthew Kane and Mark Scott Jr. Apparently Matthew Kane was from the Philadelphia area. Scott's family refused to make any comments about it. And then you had a guy who was pulled from the rubble almost immediately. He died at the hospital. Steven Shevchuk was a Ukrainian immigrant who apparently immigrated to the United States legally and was working, but he died at the hospital, unfortunately. So you had three people from this.
God, dog, man.
They just knocked the building down today, or overnight, and apparently they did a pretty shitty job of doing that too. I believe they damaged some local businesses from taking it down.
Wow. All this, you wonder why the city corruption, man. The fucking blue collar guys that are fucking building a structure that nobody wants, but the fucking money's wanted by the politicians, and then this shit happens. Can Children's
Hospital, man, they get what they want.
Well,
Yeah,
when you
I
say it
know.
like that. Well, yeah, the children, fucking cancer kids get what they want.
Yeah, dude. I'm talking about the business itself.
Fucking kids, huh? Little bastards.
No, I mean, but you
eminent domain, taking over houses for the greater
Yeah.
good. You know, it's what communism does.
Yeah. So the blue collar boys asked her to cover that one.
It's sad. Man, I've seen the corruption through L&I throughout the years. I knew a bar that was in my district, and the way they passed L&I, every time the inspector came in, he got an envelope. True story. I won't reveal the business. It was a bar, or where it was. And I remember the inspector dying. I was like, "So what are you going to do now?" Like, "Oh, we'll just see if we can't grease the new guy coming in."
Yeah, and the importance of this is to show like the job, everything's dangerous. The whole world is full of dangerous jobs, and I understand the police world is most highlighted when cops get killed, and it should be protectors of all of us. I get it, but that's our message is that every day out there, hardworking dude. I don't want to fucking put a garage together with concrete. No, in the fucking million years. I quit the next day. Yes, here you are. So you got guys mining, you got guys oil workers, you got truck drivers, you got guys building buildings. Those guys are we have to have them. They're super important to society, and it's great that we can.
Why don't they do the 30 by 30?
Yeah.
Oh, because it's not fucking possible.
No, yeah, exactly. That might be the smartest thing you've ever said since I've known you. That might be the fucking smartest thing you've ever said. Where's the 30 by 30 fucking concrete
on
workers?
the oil fields?
Yeah, where are they at? Where are they fucking putting the big fucking wheel on their fucking walking? Exactly. I want 30% fucking in that fucking category. You're right. Good point.
There was a meme or a reel going around for a Taylor Swift concert, and she was sitting there on her concert telling all of her Swifties, I know you're one of them, but telling all of her Swifties, we don't need men, because there's like 95% women and then 5% gay dudes like Mike at the concert. And somebody actually found footage of Swift's concert being built.
Yeah,
all men.
Yeah,
all men building it. From erecting everything, security, everything handled by men, so women could go have a fucking thing where they talk about how they don't need men. The joke's right itself.
Could you think 30% women could handle that job, concrete job, Nick?
Absolutely not. You might be able to find 5% that could do it, if that.
You think 30% should be cop?
No, none of them should be cops. They shouldn't fucking vote either.
I get him to say that, so I sound much better.
They shouldn't be voting either.
Oh, we're going deep now.
What?
You shouldn't be voting, he said.
All right, I got some good ones for you. We got a really big supporter. We actually have a family of supporters. There are 3 generations of supporters, and I'm getting them all loaded now. I need about 10 seconds to do this. But 3 generations of people. That's usually police work. That's usually firefighters. That's usually military. Lots of generations of men continue to follow in their father's footsteps. But it's so inspiring to see this stuff.
We're gonna get canceled now.
And so I know everybody. I know you two can see what I'm pulling up, but and the last one it's really good. First off, there's the Martin family, and they're all huge supporters of the show. I know Lil John Tavius III is a huge supporter of us. He's more technologically based, but then there's John Tavius Martin Sr., and he seems to have his life. He's got that wisdom to have his life together. John Tavius Martin Jr., however, is the one he's in trouble all the time. We don't have anything on him. He's not really too much on social media. He's in and out of jail. He's really fucking his life up. But the entire broadcast and the Martin family are trying to get John Tavius Jr. back on track. But we've got some, look at this one from Lil John Tavius.
Tavius Martin III. Hey, Tyler and Mike from the Anti-Hero Show. I haven't made it to a show yet because I am staying away from all my kids' moms. Keep up the good work. Peace.
I mean, you just can't. And then,
my God, this is blackface, dude.
It's not. This is the Martin family, and but his
comedy, right? This is a comedy show.
Yes, we're comedy. But Grandpa weighed in.
Mike, this is John Tavius Martin, the first. Have you seen my son? His kids were asking where he went. Tell him to come and see me. Nigga owes me $10.
Oh my God.
But you know, Lil John Tavius is a big supporter of our t-shirt companies. Did you know that? First off, Nick, I did not know that you launched your podcast already with Lil John Tavius. Why don't you tell me that?
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, stop lying, Nick.
I'm Percent.
Stop
This
lying.
is John Tavius. You can see me out here with G Money live on the G Spot podcast. Tell him G Money. Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my.
You don't have to lie to us, Nick. I know you want to make it the feature like big and hit Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but you could have told us, dude. He's a big supporter of ours too. But I mean, dude, Lil John Tavius is buying our merch. Check this out.
Mike, it's John Tavius. Can you tell this man that we cool? I got the Copville t-shirt. Look, use Hood 15 for 15% off.
Oh my God, dude.
Hood 15 will get you 15% off at copvilleog.com or Counterculture Inc. threads.
I don't have to worry about running the shirt.
I mean, just so much.
It's John Tavius here. I got this new t-shirt from countercultureincthreads.com. Use the discount code Hood15 for 15% off.
Lewis,
I am self-made, bitch, and you ain't.
Just big support from the Martin family, and we hope that John Tavius Martin Jr. gets his life together, pays his dad back $10, and is a good father figure to Lil John Tavius. So that way, Lil John Tavius.
You've just back to back outdone yourself. Back to back.
I
don't know how good it is.
Tattoos.
I mean, I got to give it to the 99%. They put us in contact with Lil John Tavius. They spent a lot of time, especially the counterculture and gaming dudes, linking us up with Lil John Tavius. Lots of time.
Oh my.
Well, it was fun, guys, while it lasted. It's good run.
It's real. We can't tell anymore, can we?
Nope. That's why the 24-hour rule is a good rule, dude. Yeah, it's gay to be.
I think that video is still gonna be there in 24 hours.
Yeah. Listen, it's gay, dude, to be like, I just broke news. Like, unless you're working on a story and you're breaking the news that no one else has, it's a different world, man. It's not like it was 40 years ago when you're running to the phone to call your fucking, your editor to say, yo, man, I got a breaking story, and New York Times is first. That shit's over with, dude. Everyone's breaking the fucking news. Most people are just getting it from a news app that put it out the fastest. Just wait 24 hours, dude. You can talk about it and say, listen, it's not confirmed, but this is a story that's out. And then you wait 24 hours and you find out if it's real or not.
I mean, what everybody's doing is I'm seeing it now. I mean, they're posting things that I'm like, are they so they're trying to build Instagram pages. I get that. Be the first one to post it, the viral video that goes out. But I mean, they're posting clear cut AI, like clear as day AI. And I don't know if they're just doing it to be funny to see how many people they can get to follow, or if they're moving so quick they can't even see that it's AI.
No, bro, it is bad.
Bit of both.
It's bad. I see a page where it's like all old white dudes that are commenting on like fucking videos. Bro, it's so bad. And I get them sent to me. It happens all the time. Like, look at this chick. And I'm like, the chick's on all fours in the gym, like with their uniform on. Like, you guys.
Wait, that's not real?
No, it's not. You haven't seen it either. So shut your mouth.
Wait.
There's one where she's doing like the different position. That's AI, dude.
There was one, but I thought there was, okay, I thought Dom covered it, said she was fired.
No, that's a different one.
Okay.
There's multiple, and it's getting so good at what they're doing is they're just changing the uniform color and changing the location, like different background. They're starting a fucking OnlyFans link, and then people are thinking this is a real person. And then look how custom you can make it. You could be like, Nick just paid $30 for a custom video, plug the name in, make it do what it wants to do, hit send, and he pays fucking.
Is it unethical
money.
Or immoral or
Immoral.
unchristian?
Immoral.
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 Immoral, unethical, or unchristian to create an AI OnlyFans to have dudes sign up.
OnlyFans is the line is already drawn at the OnlyFans.
But if you're not violating anybody's human rights and you're not exploiting women, if it's just AI and fucking cuck dudes want to sign up and think it's real,
it's a Ponzi scheme.
It's kind of like tying a rope to a bicycle and letting somebody take off on it. You didn't do anything wrong.
No, it's like selling them counterfeit money.
But in,
It's
in
like
the eyes
selling-
of Jesus,
It's like
you
selling
are.
them counter. You see the skits? They arrested the guy over here. That was here.
I sent it to you.
Yeah,
You didn't
Seminole
think
County.
it was real?
No, it's Seminole County. They
Whatever.
had a guy walk up with AI, and he walks up to the cop, and it shows a guy breaking in. John
Dude,
Tavius
where
breaking into his car, and he's
John
like, "Hey,
Tavius-
dude!"
Lil John Tavius
He
wouldn't
walks
do
up to
that.
the cop, and he's like, "Hey, this dude just broke in your car," and it's just a video of the cop car getting broken into, and it's all AI. And like the cop runs out, what happened? Like does all that.
Man,
we
you have
watched
it
on here.
Yeah, we watched,
it here.
No, we didn't watch that one.
Yeah, we did.
Yes,
we
we
watched
did.
it somewhere. Yeah, we watched it.
We
Somewhere.
watched it on here.
Yeah, we did last week.
The Seminole County guy. Oh, okay.
It was
Oh, we
before
did.
the arrest
That's
was
right.
made.
He
but
was
we
eating
watched it.
lunch.
Yeah, he was in.
No, it was a different one, dude. This was here in Seminole County.
Yep.
The guy was at the Academy Sports next to my house at the fucking. I know it's real. It's not AI because I've been at that checkout like fucking 100 times. And the guy comes up and shows him a video, and they do a PIP of this deputy who looks like he's a kind of a goof troop, anyways. Gets fucking
runs out
there, and he's checking the fucking back of the car, the tail end of the car. And then they arrested him on like all kinds of crazy charges, like tampering with evidence and making a false police
So
report.
that's what that is. That's false advertisement, dude. What do you think? Fake OnlyFans? Is the game that skewed that you can be paying for fake stuff?
Is there something in OnlyFans saying it has to be real people?
Yes. Yes.
The owner's
They
dead.
will demonetize you and kick you off the platform if they find out you have fake.
How do you know that?
I look into it.
It's our expert witness.
He was trying to fucking
SME.
He was trying to make his toes look like chick toes.
Yeah.
Come on, baby.
Yeah.
Come on.
You ever want a manly
That's why I'm
looking
starting
woman?
OnlyFans.
I'll give you $50 for a pic of Heather's feet.
You just fucking
Feet don't do anything for me, dude.
We gotta.
Well, they might do it for 20% of the male population.
Yeah, and if 20% pays $10, man, you're making some money.
I'm down selling my feet pics. I don't know that.
All right.
Send them some
We gotta
dirty
get
socks
we
with
get
it
Wyatt
too.
in.
Oh, Wyatt's here.
Yes.
All right, you ready for Wyatt? You gonna hang out with us while we have Wyatt
Yeah, if you
from
want me to.
Ukraine? Yeah, of course. I mean, not really, but I don't want to be mean.
Wyatt.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, bro. You've been sending me videos. Sometimes they're too big to get in Patreon, but I want everybody to know you're still with us. You're still giving updates, and you're still keeping us posted. What's the word over there?
Yeah. I have no idea how Patreon even works, so let me know if I can change something on my end.
No, you're good. It's a mic problem.
Mike's gonna be giving away stuff soon. Hopefully,
Yeah,
probably
look
not
right
happening.
here. You might see some of the prizes.
Ooh.
Right here. I already got them. See,
All right.
he doesn't mind. May 1st.
Well, to kick things off, I went out and I found a drink that was exactly 43 and a half hryvnia, which comes up to 99 cents. So for you goons, hooligans, OGs, vagabonds, scallywags, and yes, you lush cunts out in Western Australia, I love you guys.
Cheers, man.
99 cents.
Over there? No, you're good. Never mind. I thought maybe it was a headset for
You
you.
can plug it in for him.
I don't know how to do
Now,
that. All right.
referring back to the start of the show and the baseball bat incident, just for all of you out there, if you do decide that you want to use a baseball bat as a weapon, a wooden bat does a lot more damage to the human body than aluminum. Gonna go with trust me, bro. Just trust me when making your choice. A wooden baseball bat does more damage when hitting somebody compared to an aluminum bat.
Really? But like the wooden bats are a lot heavier, so you got to be able to swing that heavy of a bat.
That's a user issue.
I mean, look at it like police batons. The collapsible asp that we use is very lightweight aluminum metal. Is it aluminum? Steel? Aluminum?
I don't fucking know.
But I mean, they used to use wooden billy clubs. What do you think hurts more? Or is it more
They were like PVC. It was like the PR24s. Those things. Well, I guess they're wood at some point, but for a while they're like that.
I bet the fuck out of mine, choking somebody out. It stayed like a permanent event.
I think that hurts worse. That PVC, like
which one was
the
that?
the one with the L. Like it's a stick and it's got the little L on this. The little handle.
Right after they were wood.
Well, first they had fucking slapjacks.
Yeah,
which
so
had the fucking
slapjack,
spring in them.
My dad always carried. My dad when he, in the late '90s, mid 2000s, from that like 9-year period, he was grandfathered in to carry his wooden. Everybody knew him because he had obviously the little loop, and he would carry his wooden fucking baton, and he was allowed to. But if you were hired after they got rid of those, you couldn't. You had to carry the.
They still had PR-24s in the car when I started. Dude. You had to do the little training and practice blocking. And
they're kind of cool.
Yeah, you can do a lot of damage with it if you want to just beat people up. There's no real control with it, but I mean, you can choke people with it, like Nick said. It's good for that. The only thing I ever used to ask for was breaking windows and getting people to stop chewing crack. I'd pull it out and just shove it in the side of the
I
mouth.
used to wake up bums with it.
Just poke them?
Yep, poke them. Go somewhere else.
I had a Coco Bolo stick with lead poured down the middle.
Oh, what that means?
I don't know what that means either.
You hollow out the nightstick and you pour lead in the middle of it.
Did you really do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. You also took a guy hostage once, so I believe it.
Yeah. Perfectly fine. What else, Wyatt? What else is what's the word? Everything calm? Any drones flying around?
Well, the news at the moment is about the Easter ceasefire. Zelensky had announced his desire to have a 48-hour ceasefire over Easter. Putin rejected it, and then like 2 hours later announced a ceasefire for Easter. Short answer, just like every other ceasefire he's agreed to, it was not followed. But the front lines did quiet down quite a bit. My specific area, we didn't have a single bomb all night, but both sides on out in the Badlands, both sides made a big effort to claim and extract all of their bodies and get as many of their wounded out as they could, because there was mixed reception to the ceasefire. A lot of people did abide it. That allowed for a lot of bodies to be brought out. But as soon as 24 hours was up, they're bombing us again. A couple hundred drones over the night. Yay!
Sounds fun.
Now, most of my updates have been going to the Patreon, but for the audience at home, because the APAC Fury and Strait of Hormuz situation, fuel prices have skyrocketed. Trump lifted the oil sanctions on Russia to try to ease that, to let them sell fuel to the global market. We have taken issue with that, and we've been bombing the shit out of their oil ports as a result, since that money goes to killing us.
Whoa.
So the price of,
what a circle, right? What a circle. Trump lets them sell gas or oil to keep our gas down, which leads to them trying to kill Ukraine.
Which means Ukraine is now bombing Russia more
in response to the U.S. lifting sanctions. It's a nice little circle.
Yeah, we're all a big family here in the world.
Yeah, so your fuel prices aren't coming down. That's our bad. Feel free to yell at us for that one. Can't deflect blame on that.
It was actually I paid like $3.98. It was down below $4.
Thanks, Wyatt. That's good of you.
That was that one bomb you guys missed.
I left that one alone just for you guys. The tanker going right for Florida.
There you go.
But, so we've been bombing their oil. So I'm trying to read my notes here.
You're a guy. What do you think about all that? That circle jerk of Trump, Russia, geopolitics. What's your take on that, G-Money?
So, just touched on something earlier. Nick Adams was the original MAGA influencer that posted the picture of Donald Trump depicted as Jesus, not Donald Trump. So, again, fake news. Everyone running around, sharing shit, talking out their ass. But if Trump was the one, I wouldn't agree with it. But I agree with his assessment of the Pope. Especially the last Pope sucked. He's a communist. I don't think Jesus, his whole idea of the church was to create its own country nation that owns more land than anybody else in the globe and sitting on more money than God himself at the Vatican. Stolen treasure throughout the land for years. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. So no longer Catholic. I'm a Christian, but not Catholic.
Hey, Wyatt, somebody told us to ask you about Chosen Company.
Wasn't that a documentary?
Yeah.
They did have a documentary made about them. Currently, it no longer exists. But they were, when the war kicked off, the International Legion formed up. It was a bit of a shit show. And Chosen Company, group of American and Brit veterans, formed their own army company, focused on Western doctrine, fast attack tactics. and they did a lot of good. They were a very good light infantry force. They were functioning, I want to say 2.5, maybe 3 years. They had been bounced between a few different brigades. Eventually, they dissolved. I hear that they're going to be reforming soon. Their commander is Ryan O'Leary. He's currently over at 3rd Assault Brigade Tempest Group. But I hear that they're going to try to reform Chosen Company. The idea with them is try to be as Western as possible, not be bogged down with Ukrainian bureaucratic mess, with poor, how do I describe it? I don't know what the word I'm thinking of. To try to function, like I said, as American as possible, as a unit, without interference from Soviet-minded officers. Yes, for questions about that, I believe on Twitter, he's Ryan O'Leary Chosen Company. I don't have bad things to say about them. I make fun of them like I do everyone, but as a unit, I don't have bad things to say about them.
All right. Yeah, people, we gotta get you in the 99% defending yourself over here. Efren saying you eat hot dogs without chewing.
Don't.
It's an acquired talent. Acquired talent.
Somebody said you work for Fog in Ohio. I will say this: everybody was like, "How do we know? How do we know Wyatt isn't just in the States putting on a baklava? It's nowhere in the United States is it dark right now."
Not only that, I've heard the fucking bombs going off outside his fucking apartment. So unless that's pretty.
Well, I mean, Chicago is pretty shitty, but
pretty realistic.
But and also, Mike, while you were gone on your swingers cruise, while you were gone, we worked it out with the guys that when Lewis graduates, he's going to come out here and join a drone team for a little bit.
Damn, Lewis, singing, Cuban, and droning. Everything but producing.
Lewis is going to make a lot of money one day. I just hope he remembers us.
Yeah, he better remember us. Remember all that pizza?
I know, he's a wunderkind. Hey, Lewis, do you have your passport ready? You got to get on that paperwork. It takes a few months.
You have your passport, Lewis?
I haven't.
No passport. Lewis is back here. He can go to Puerto Rico. That's it. All right, bro. We appreciate you coming on, man. Keep firing the stuff away. I'll keep getting it out there. And as always, man, be safe. And we're thinking about you, dude. Don't end up blowed up.
Yeah, don't die, bro.
Hey, don't tell me what to do. You're not my boss. But you guys take care. Let me know if there's anything I can do on my end. So stay dangerous and don't pay taxes.
Hell yeah.
Later, bud.
Almost done. I want to play just a little clip from our guest we're going to have Wednesday.
Okay.
You cool with that?
Yeah.
This guy is a former Jersey cop turned comedian. He's going to come on Wednesday. I'm going to play a little bit of his stuff.
All right, everybody, get together. Recruits, hurry up. Front center. All right, listen. I am a white belt. Yesterday, we learned the art of get back. Very effective on the street. Use it on the 6'4" naked guy. Okay, it'll always work. Anyway, today, we're learning some techniques about grappling. Okay, some jiu-jitsu, right? So this is how you start in your stance. Okay, everybody, pay attention. Pay the fuck attention. All right, listen. You just sit down here and you tell them, get in my guard. Get in my guard. Get in my guard. You need to slide your butt across. Get in my guard.
So he will be on. He's good stuff, and he's taken off quick. His page has grown almost 10,000 followers, I think now. Islam Zakaria. He's a former Jersey cop.
G Money hates him. You said Islam.
Islam.
No,
with
it
the
doesn't
E.
matter. G Money is now.
He did he's one. He definitely fits in with us because he only did 15 years.
He was funny.
What a loser.
He's from Jersey. He does comedy. I talked to him. He's blowing up. People are sending. First, I thought I was like, "Oh, TikTok cop guys are sending it to me," and then I started.
Yo! You can't use that language. Blowing up.
Oh, my bad.
Not Islam.
You
Can't say Islam.
So, but anyway, his page is exploding. Exploding. No,
exploding.
His page is
detonating.
Cutting the heads off. This page is just cutting the heads off people with his
competition.
But no, his page is blowed up. People are sending me the videos. At first, I was like, and then I started looking in. He does some pretty good skits. He's a cop turned comedian. So we're gonna have him on Wednesday to tell us his story and how he ended up where he is.
CC said it's $10. It's for supporting me when no one else would. With the boys, 99% for life. This show is obviously for the boys. And Nick is launching his live broadcast, his live podcast, Tuesday, 7 p.m. on the Counterculture Inc. network. Me and Nick made the intro for it.
I can only imagine.
It's pretty cool.
Right,
And don't forget, K9 couldn't get to us today. He was busy at work, but he'll be on tonight, 7 p.m. Counterculture Sports with K9 is live. Tuesday nights is Nick.
Yep.
We had a whole lineup now, whole week. We put a reel out the other day.
Not a podcast, it's a show.
It's a show.
Sorry. That's what it's like when you tell everybody we're the Anti-Hero Broadcast Network. I'm like, I'm pretty sure you just made up 3 of those words. But I'm like, no, we're just the Anti-Hero Broadcast. He goes, all right. Hey, everybody, join the Anti-Hero Broadcast Network. I'm like, whatever.
Joe Exotic. We're going to have him on?
Joe Exotic?
Yeah,
Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
Good. Oh,
30
that's
minutes.
Another now. We have the comedian coming on at noon, and at 11:30 a.m. we have a 30-minute block where all you're going to get an opportunity to super chat and ask the Tiger King himself live on the air questions about himself, courtesy of G Money, who tracked all that down and did all the work for us. The talent.
You still check out my interview with.
I'm going to pass the glue bottle over to you, man. You're ready. You're in the lobby 20 minutes early. You're always on time. You're always sending us stuff. You're probably the new glue. Definitely not Tyler. He's falling asleep over here.
No, I'm not.
But anything else?
I'm starving.
No, me too.
It's lunchtime, boys. We'll see you tomorrow.
7 p.m. Let's go.
And tomorrow during the day. We will see you at 11 a.m. for the
Anti-Hero Broadcast Entertainment Show.
At first hour is obviously for everybody on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. The second hour is exclusively for Patreon, where we dive in, deep into the drama and shit. So,
Anti-Hero Broadcasting
no
Network. What are you?
What the fuck is he saying?
What are you broadcasting?
I'm done for the day.
What are you broadcasting?
Second hour is Patreon only. I can't put him down because he's going to put himself right back up. He's got access now.
End the fucking show.
Tomorrow, live, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. There he is. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Okay, bye.
JV team for life.